Fantastic, and hello world, and welcome to the newest episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We rejoin our Sylvan seekers at the inn at the end of the road, run by two Harabats. But it has been a little while since our last session. Would anyone care to kick off the recap for the previous session?
Preferably someone with good memory.
I'm gonna be honest, I, for the first time, don't remember.
I just told it to Jess, so it's fresh, so I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
So, I know the event. It's again, I can never pinpoint the start, where one ends and one begins. So where did we start?
That's fine. The start of the previous session was as y'all were heading out of Slanty Towers. Or
Okay.
Slanty Tower, just
Okay.
one.
So we were heading north, trying to go towards Downfall. And as we went, we were getting bogged down in the muddy water. We came upon creatures. They turned out to be mud mephits. And we basically hosted a mud Olympics, is kind of like what we ended up doing with them. The mud mephit and Zalora ended up exchanging a token or a gift each. They got a necklace, and I don't remember what they gave Zalora.
String of pearls.
There you go. Thank you. And then we continued north, and we came upon these red beekeeping-looking motherfuckers on stilts. I couldn't think of at the time what it reminded me of, but it was like and I don't know if this is exactly correct, but like almost like a Shadow of the Colossus kind of but I don't know. But yeah, so
Oh, it kind of was, wasn't it?
so they were going around collecting eggs or stealing eggs, depending on your viewpoint.
Harvesting eggs.
Harvesting, yes. And they called attention of a stork, or bird of some kind. But
crane.
what?
A giant crane.
Crane. There you go. So yes, a giant crane, which we fought. We did not want to kill. I think we just subdued the first one. Then a second one showed up. Our bravery convinced the creatures to help out. Some of us kept either going down or almost going down. We were beat the shit out of by the crane. A second crane approached. We killed the second crane, then put the first crane down out of its misery. Unfortunately... One second.
Can't win them all.
Then we talked to them. Turns out they were hobgoblins on stilts. And there was an exposition dump as we exchanged questions and trying to learn about the area. Kyle doesn't remember what info we got from them and what info we got from the tavern, so there might be some mixed up data. But
That's fine. The
yeah.
hobgoblins informed you that within Downfall, there were a set of Darkling merchants who were visiting from Yawn, which is the realm of Bavlorna's sister, Endolin Moongrave. He also reinforced that you could not make your way to any other area of Prismere without a guide who is native of that area, or the explicit permission of one of the three hags.
Ruler in general, I think. Like, if we were to oust one of them and put somebody else in as ruler, I feel like we would also be able to get that.
You have not been told that. That is an
Okay.
assumption you are making.
Okay. I don't remember them saying specifically Bavlorna or the hags. I remember them saying the ruler, but I could be wrong.
When they said that, they were referring to Bavlorna and her sisters.
That's fair.
I wonder if that would count if, like, we get, this is just a theory, that if we can get, like, Bavlorna down to, like, 1 HP, basically, and she's on death's door, and we're like, listen, we're gonna kill you, but your sisters are gonna live, which means they win. Your sisters are better than you. And then in her anger at her sisters like surviving, she'd be like, okay, you should go kill my sister too. And then she just gives us the way.
You know, it's interesting you point that out because I've been brainstorming a plan for a while, and that's similar.
Interesting. But speculation aside, you got that information from the Hobgoblins, their leader Arkin specifically. Would anyone else like to follow up with what happened? After that.
The Hobgoblins gave us like a key or like a token of some sort that allowed us to call or at least like use the inn at the end of the road.
It was essentially payment for the inn at the end of the road.
Okay.
That's exactly correct.
I'm really bad at this. Also, I have a question about the Hobgoblins.
Yeah, what's up?
Does Hobgoblin have its own language, or do they speak Goblin?
Hobgoblins by nature speak Goblin. These spoke, I think these just spoke Common.
Okay, because if they had spoken Goblin, Amara would have understood them. I thought that was
They did not assume that you would speak Goblin. So they attempted to speak in Common to you.
I get so few uses to use those spells, or use those languages. Okay, so yeah, we found the inn, talked to, excuse me, I don't remember her name.
Her name is Sue Harabax.
Yeah, so we talked to Sue, and Sue, we basically did this back and forth thing where it was like, can we trust you? Can you trust us? And then I think whenever I said that I think when I asked about Cedric's curse, she decided that she could trust us somehow. I don't remember exactly.
I believe that you had mentioned you had stolen the gourd from the thieves who work for Bad Lorna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which put pretty solidly in her good graces.
Yeah. I think I have a doc somewhere with all the rest of the information. Probably should have had that up.
You're fine. Basically, y'all exchanged some information with Sue, understood that she's been around since before Bavlorna came to power, and that Hither used to look a great deal different from how it does now. In exchange for Arkin's token, she provided you all with rooms at the inn, where you spent the night and woke up the subsequent morning, noticing that there was a brand new door in the wall of the dining area. Despite the token, the door is solidly closed. But in the dining area, in front of the mysterious door as you finish your dinner, is where we rejoin our Sylvan Seeker.
Can I just say, though, that I made one of Kyle's best puns ever, and I got no reaction, okay? I gotta say.
Which one?
The Sue one.
I think I was in traffic for that.
Oh, so I said if Sue was her last name and her first name was Susan, it would be Susan's Susan.
I don't get it.
That would require Sue to be her first name and Susan to be her last name.
No, because she owns an inn.
Susan Sue's. Oh, I see. I didn't read that out phonetically.
Because when I first said, when you said Susan, I'm like, oh, Susan sounds like Susan. That's where it came from. Susan sounds. So that was it. That was all. And I liked how Susan sounds. So that's where that came from.
Gotcha. Super not her name, but I do get the pun now. So what is the party doing this morning?
If we're going by the RP, some of us are in pajamas and need to go change if we're going to go explore a door.
I don't think we need to explore. I think we do need to find Sue and find out why there's a door here.
No one did go looking for Sue.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to go looking for Sue. That's my thing.
Did we get food? Like, was food left out? This is I'm not used to this kind of inn, so
there was a warm breakfast on the table for you when you woke up.
Oh, that's adorable.
Like a continental breakfast? No. Was it free? Did it come with the... Okay, yeah.
Was it free? That's a good question.
I mean, if it's
She mentioned that breakfast would be served.
Okay.
You don't think that there's any extra charge. If there was, Sue seemed like an honorable enough woman to have mentioned it.
I guess I'd pop my head in the kitchen.
Sue is not there.
Okay.
There is another doorway over here that you have not been to, but
Yes.
you did see Sue come out of when you first got to the inn.
Knock, knock, knock.
Ah, 1 second. Sue is going to open the door. Alistair, the door opens and you see a small study-like area, probably where Sue conducts business and relaxes. And she is going to walk out and say, "Oh, yes, can I help you?"
Yeah, there's a mystery door in the dining room. Almost like a portal opened in the dining room, but it's just a door.
Oh, what? Okay, hold on. She is going to head over there, and go in, and she lets out a gasp when she does.
So
I haven't seen this door in years.
So you've seen it
Going
before.
back. Yes,
Wait, what?
yes, I have seen it before. This door belongs to a... I think it might make more sense to go inside.
alright.
I don't think it's here for me.
Mm-hmm.
I do assure you that it is safe, though. There is nothing that will hurt you on the other side of the door.
Do we knock or just open it?
Oh, just open it. Just open it. I imagine if it's here, she's expecting visitors.
Should we change for this?
We should definitely change for this.
Or is it more fun to have a pajama adventure?
I do kind of want to have a pajama adventure. I just don't want to get murdered in my pajamas.
Sue,
She did
are we
say
gonna get
that.
murdered?
So,
No, I don't. No.
Do you think
No,
they'll be
you're not going to get murdered.
Do you think they'll be offended by a bunch of travelers in pajamas?
Oh, I think she would love that person.
Okay, cool.
okay, cool.
Personally,
We
I'm
have a
offended by
party.
you standing on the table. Get your feet down.
No.
Have you put, is Nephany also wearing doggy pajamas?
That's a good question, Amara. Is Stephanie wearing doggy pajamas?
I don't think so. She didn't even come to bed with me. She left me and went to Zalora's. If she has doggy pajamas, she put them on herself.
I'm sorry, Amara, your passive perception is 14.
Yes?
At some point in the night, Nephany had wormed her way into one of your shirts and is currently wearing it around her neck.
Nice.
Otherwise, she is not wearing doggy pajamas.
Oh.
Those are now her doggy pajamas, though.
Those are now her doggy pajamas.
Amara, I don't think you're getting that shirt back. I think that's Nephany's pajamas
It's
now.
comfy! I like it, it's soft.
I'm fine with
I mean,
it.
bark.
Bark.
Buddy man, if you don't get off the table, I'm gonna teach you some hospitality. You understand? Get
Oh,
off.
yeah, I guess that's a good point. I'll have to talk about the door.
Really wasn't sure if you were talking about your own dog or not.
I thought that was to your own dog in real life. I didn't hear. I heard Buddy Boy and not Bunny Boy. So does the party head on through the door?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The party walks through the door, and you are immediately struck by the fact that there is a full room on the other side of the door. Party, you find yourselves in a warm, sunlit cottage.
Everything's in 3D!
Bright noon light streams through the windows.
Sorry, did you
And-
say moonlight or noon light?
Noon
Okay.
light. Though the light has an odd greenish cast to it that the light in Hither does not have.
It's also not noon in Hither.
Super not noon in Hither. You don't immediately see anyone around you, though on the coffee table in front of you, you walked into this room in the cottage. On the coffee table in front of you, there is a cat-sized scorpion who is looking at the four of you as you walk in.
Oh, is Sue
And it
coming?
looks
Is Sue coming too, or just us?
Sue is not coming.
Okay.
She mentioned that she does not think the door is there for her.
Yes.
The scorpion looks at the four of you, and it raises its claws and goes... As it clicks its claws in what appears to be an attempt at communication?
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to communicate?
The scorpion...
On the off chance that it can understand me, 1 click for yes, 2 clicks for no. Can you understand me? Hey!
Now single time. I don't know if y'all can hear me clicking or not.
Yeah, I can hear you clicking, yes.
Excellent.
I do have... I can cast a spell to speak with animals. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, but like, what if he doesn't count as an animal? Or it or they doesn't count as an animal?
And I have comprehend languages.
But what if it doesn't speak a language?
The scorpion is going to skitter its way down the table and maneuver towards the stairs, where it proceeds to rather slowly ascend each stair individually.
Do you need assistance? Should I go pick him up? I feel like I need...
Are we?
It clicks twice in the negative.
Are we really having a conversation with a varmint?
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys can
The scorpion turns around at that, Gordon, and goes...
That's many no's. That's what that is. That's many no's.
So, I have a feeling that I am glad that I don't have secret animals activated right now, because that sounds bad.
And yeah, I know you guys have spells, but...
You hear a voice coming from upstairs saying, "Just a moment, I'll be with you shortly."
Oh, so there is a person in here. So that's a pet. Okay.
Yeah, I was concerned that Scorpion was a person trapped in a Scorpion's body, but, I'm glad that's not the case.
You have some interesting daydreams there, Todd.
And I know you guys have spells, but, like, I didn't want you to waste a spell slot if we could just get yes and no's.
Walking down the stairs a moment afterwards, with a tall, wide-brimmed hat in one hand that she is, dusting off, you see this woman.
Ooh.
And she positions herself behind one of the chairs and says, "Oh, well, this is interesting. I hadn't been expecting visitors. To whom do I have the pleasure of addressing?"
Okay, out of character, our Tepidra in the last game wasn't hot.
Ha!
I just want to say that right now.
Our what?
She was an old witch.
Oh, Tefidra?
Tefidra. But she will introduce herself shortly.
Yes. Clearly this is a prequel then, because she's young and hot here.
Apparently, yeah.
But she has addressed you all and asked you a question.
Yeah, I'm Alistair.
I'm Amara.
She nods at each of you in turn and looks to you, Gordon.
Gordon Birkin. Sorry about the varmint comment earlier, ma'am. I'm still learning.
It's fine. Montgomery strikes several people as off-putting.
No, I liked him.
Oh, it's not that. Just
that's
back at
lovely
the farm,
to hear.
back at the farm, they get into the animal pens. A bit of a hassle.
Oh. A man of the earth. I respect that. My name is Tefidra. Welcome to my home/traveling emporium. I admit that I'm a little surprised to see you here. My home hasn't deigned to accept visitors in some time.
We were staying with Sue at the inn, and the door appeared.
Sue.
Arabac?
Sue Harabax in hither?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're here from Prismere.
Did you not put the door there?
The door goes where the door goes. Well, most of the time. I do occasionally have intentions.
I was about to say, that seems like a poor business plan.
So you don't exactly know
if
why.
If I were in this solely for business, darling, it would be. And I'm sorry, my dear, I believe I interrupted you. What was that?
So you're telling me you don't know exactly why your door showed up?
Oh no,
Great.
darling, I know exactly why it showed up there. And that's because you lot are in need of something. I don't know exactly what that is, and I imagine you don't either.
It actually
But
seems
is
like it might be a
something,
good...
nevertheless.
Oh, sorry.
It might be a good one.
You were saying we were saying that it might not be might be a bad business arrangement, but it might be a good one because you can concentrate on the magic and not like finding clientele. The clientele just finds you. So, like, the house is your business partner doing all the advertising and the finding, and you just get to sit back and do magic.
Absolutely. She is going to snap her fingers, and the wall in front of you, the windows snap shut. And you see the air in front of it begin to glow as it starts to shift and flip, as if there were walls in the air that are turning around. And you start to see shelves appear. And she says, if you're here, it's probably because you're attempting to do something dangerous, likely ill-advised, and that means that there's probably something here that would interest you.
Well, dangerous and ill-advised does sound right up my alley.
Sounds exactly correct.
I suppose it does.
One of the first times I think I'm ever saying this, but we don't really have a lot of coin to pay for something like that.
A decent amount, but...
Do we?
If you didn't
I'm
have
pretty sure Alice
any,
just broke.
you wouldn't. If you didn't have any, you wouldn't be here. But at the same time, it's possible that many of my wares are outside of your price point. That being said, feel free to have a look. I'm more than willing to entertain window shoppers, and I'm sure we can come to some kind of an agreement. Out of character, I have posted in the Discord group a Google Doc for Tephidra's wares.
Just everyone hops on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Feel free to take a moment and have a look. There are sections for weaponry, armor, and miscellaneous.
Where are prices?
The prices are not listed there.
Understood.
Toothy the friendly mimic. Oh my god.
While we're looking at this, I would just want to ask
Yes.
her. So you said that, like, we came from Prismere. Where are we now?
Around.
Okay. I came from a place that we traveled the plains and such, and so I was just wondering if I knew the plane that we were on.
Did you?
Yes, I was with
Fascinating.
the Witchlight Carnival. Have you heard of that?
Oh, I love Witchlight. They're such a good time.
Not
I
that
admit they've
we
been a
ran
bit
out.
stuffier as of late, but I understand they've run into some bad business.
We're working on fixing that.
Oh.
I
Ill-advised and bold, indeed.
Did I ever know? I know. Sorry, which one was the entertaining one? That was Light?
That was Light.
Okay. I know Light was, like, kind of fun. So was Witch ever, like, a laughy, jokey guy, you're saying?
Yes and no. Witch has a much different brand of humor from Light. No less entertaining once you get him to open up.
Never
He's a
seen him
tougher-
open
he's a
up.
tougher nut. He's a tougher nut to crack.
Okay. I think I might be allergic to nuts.
Oh, that's a shame, dude. But she's happy to answer any questions you might have about her wares or give specifics or prices for any of them.
Also, I love how everybody's like anonymous squirrel, anonymous walrus, anonymous alligator.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Nonsense.
Very silly.
If you go on the top right of the Google documents, everyone appears as different anonymous animals because you went through a link and not
Oh,
being
okay.
shared with you personally.
I see.
Because I see Joseph.
Yeah, he's the only one.
He now knows his
Okay.
lessons.
I have an out-of-character question. Are these all original, or do they have, like, D&D analogs?
Some of them have D&D analogs, a lot of them are original.
Okay.
If you're looking for something on the less expensive side, I might recommend, and she goes to the shelf and takes off a kukri with a serrated blade like a lightning bolt. The Cumulus tier is effective, but sufficiently minor in its enchantment to allow for less discerning customers. Similarly, the Shatter Spike is one that might be of interest to lower income customers. However, if your eye is caught by one of the upper end products, then perhaps we can work out a payment plan.
How much is the Toothy?
Toothy? Oh,
Yeah.
what a darling creature.
Yeah.
Toothy, I'm afraid, runs for about 5,000 gold.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
I called dibs on Toothy though. At some point in the future.
Toothy is a difficult little pet. She walks over. Toothy is currently on the shelf as like this little featureless blob with like a little plaque under him that describes his features. And Temperature goes over and strokes the top of this meat wad that's sitting on the shelf. And she says, "So long as you keep this little deer fed, he'll be a steadfast companion. I warn you, though, he only eats meat."
Oh, well, we do have quite a lot of that right now. Amara's gonna look at the, 100 thing of arrows, and...
So you actually see on one of the shelves, there are 3 areas that are not, items on a shelf. They are boxes with slots to put gold coins in, and a little lever that you turn. And she says, "Oh, the lottery strike you was interesting, do they?"
I was just wondering what these boxes were.
Those are, random boxes. You put in an amount of gold coins, and you get a random award. I have one for arrows, enchanted ones, of course. I don't deal in mundane equipment. I have one for elemental gems, and I have one for feather tokens.
Feather token.
The arrow one is on the inexpensive side. She looks at it and goes, "Just 5 gold per spin."
I could manage that. What were you saying about the feather tokens, Cedric?
I was curious what they were.
Feather tokens are a variety of magical feathers that transform into certain objects. One might become a boat, one might become a tree, one might become a bird.
Hey, guys, do you guys think the Mind Carapace would help with Cedric's current condition?
What now?
Mind Carapace.
Ooh, that one's fun. Powerful, too. I had to go through quite something to acquire that piece. Price depends on whether you want the medium armor version or the heavy.
But yeah, it says it protects the mind of the wearer, and proficiency on mental saves, and defense against mental conditions, and I'd wonder if what Cedric has going on falls under any of that.
What do you have going on, darling?
Were we
I'm
told
just
that
gonna-
term? Because I know out of character you told me.
You know it's an enchantment.
It's
It's a
some we
powerful
know.
enchantment that is assaulting your mind.
Some kind of psychic assault.
There's currently a powerful enchantment placed on me. If I don't obey it, the bad things happen.
Oh dear.
He gets hurt.
May I put it?
If it's already happened to you, I fear that the carapace won't be able to protect you any further. It's more a preventative measure than a curative one.
I think I would like to... I'm going to walk up to her holding the fang and ask, "Do you think you have anything you could do with this?"
Oh, this is interesting. A fang from a serpent, infused with hatred and the will of a dying creature. I could do a great deal with this. What were you thinking of?
Well, I was wondering, maybe if you could fashion it into something I could use out in the field, or, failing that, perhaps sell it.
You're thinking of what? A gauntlet? A weapon? An arrow?
Not near with blades, but I wouldn't mind a little extra protection if you can find a way to handle that.
Might be able to fashion something out of this. It would take me a little time. But I trust that when you need me, you'll find me again.
How much money are we talking about? I want to make sure if we do this, I show up.
Out of game, or rather mechanically, what she could do is for about 1,000 to 1,500 gold, you can negotiate a price with her. She could fashion it into a gauntlet that would give you a +1 bonus to your AC and resistance to poison damage. But it would lose the ability to use the poison spray cantrip. You actually had a choice. It would give you a +1 to AC. You could either get resistance to poison damage, or gain the ability to cast the Primal Savagery cantrip instead of poison spray.
I like that. I love Primal Savagery. That's my favorite druid spell. Let's go.
I could fashion it into a weapon that doubles as a minor defensive ability. This would run you, call that 1,450 gold? That sounds like a fair price to me. Take me about a week to make this, I think.
I don't have that money on me currently, but if I leave you with the Fang, would that work if I show up with the payment after?
I will accept payment upon receipt.
Say, worst case scenario, it's collateral and you keep it and sell it yourself.
Precisely. A practical man after my own heart.
Amara is eyeing that bow. I'm scared.
The Malachite Wind. That is a nice piece that I picked up recently. Used by rangers before I came to my hands. Does it interest you?
A little bit. Amara is trying to poker face, like, she knows better than to, like, completely show how interested she is in something. But also, like, she can tell, like, it's really good quality.
Darling, I'm not here to price gouge. This shop is in large part to enable individuals like yourselves. If I can help you, I want to. I just need to be able to afford my own costs, you see.
Sure, of course.
Adventuring is not a cheap business for you or me.
No,
No, it is not.
I am interested in it, though. Yes.
Asking price for the Malachite Wind starts at 3,200 gold.
Oh. Well?
But like I said, alternative methods of payment are encouraged here. I can't do much for favors, but if you have other things you can offer me...
At that, Cedric's gonna show off the tiny longsword, aka the dagger he has, and ask, would this be enough for trade or not enough?
This is a pretty little piece. She holds out her hand to inspect it.
Ooh!
And her hillside pointed towards her.
What a gentleman. She examines the maker. This is a beautifully crafted blade. Itty bitty, but very pretty. The grip is interesting, though. This wasn't made for mortal hands. This was made for a dragon.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, we got it from a dragon fairy, right? Fairy dragon?
Fairy
A
dragon.
fairy dragon or a dragon fairy?
Same thing. Tomato, tomato.
Very much not the same thing.
Nah, potato, potato.
Guys. 3 years and he finally chewed a ball apart.
Oh.
I'm so proud of him. She looks it over and says, "This is
I have to get you a new one, buddy.
powerful. I don't know that I would necessarily feel good accepting this for just the Malachite Wind."
Oh, well, we can do, I can ask about a weapon, something then too. No, I'm kidding. Cedric's.
I was to say, it's Cedric's sword, and he shouldn't even be trading it for mine.
The arcane arts is more of what I'm favored towards.
I was also going to say that we could probably pool resources in general to figure out what we could get, but yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm willing to sacrifice what little gold I have.
I just have a hand puppet.
I would be willing to throw in a Memoria orb in addition to the Malachite Wind for this blade.
What's that? Let me find on the list.
I was
The
just
Memoria orb, and she pulls out a small glass orb with metal latticing over it. The orb itself is filled with roiling smoke, and she says, the Memoria is able to capture a small amount of time within itself. It can then, afterwards, replay that time, essentially repeating visual and audio data. So functionally, out of game, this is a small recorder. It's like a small video camera that you can set to record video and audio.
Interesting.
Really be useful for us necessarily, but it could be useful for showing other people what we see.
Or I guess if we wanted to create a distraction, like we make a noise into it, we put it down somewhere, it makes the noise repeatedly, we walk away, but then we'd have to make sure we go back and get it, or that it can't be found, or yeah.
How many uses does it have?
Infinite?
That's not usually the case with magic items.
From my experience, they tend to reset in the morning. If they reset at all.
What?
It can record one thing at a time, up to 60 seconds of data. Once it has something...
What's
recorded-
data? No, I'm just kidding.
It's information. Is that word not in use in your world?
No.
60 seconds of visual information can be captured at a time within the orb. Once it's recorded something, it can then play it back, seen and heard within the orb. Only those touching the orb can see and hear.
Oh,
that.
so the thing I said wouldn't be possible. Okay.
Once it has played something back, that is lost from the orb, and it is then free to record something else.
It'd be really handy because while I can remember most things pretty well, being able to prove it is another thing.
But it says it can once it replays it, it's gone, so it can only play it once.
Exactly.
That is correct.
So then if we have something where we need to prove something to someone, say like whenever we were working in the Witchlight Carnival,
Maybe if you need to catch someone in a lie.
or show someone the truth.
Say, I'm perfectly capable of catching someone in a lie, but showing someone the truth, on the other hand, has a bit more weight to it.
Before we make any final decisions, how much is... Well, first of all, do you think a kukri could be used by a monk? And then, if so, how much is a cumulus tier?
The kukri functions much the same as a dagger or a short sword, so I would assume so.
Okay.
I believe you monastic types receive training in small, light weapons.
Yes.
Out of game, it uses the stats of a short sword.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay, cool.
Except that it has the light property.
Yes.
The kukri, the cumulus tier by itself is 300 gold pieces. I'd be willing to throw that in place of the Memoria if you prefer that.
Lord, how good is this bow that it is this expensive?
How what?
Well, we're about to find out.
What did Shannon say?
Dear Lord, how good is this bow if it is that expensive?
Would you like to give it a try?
Yes?
She is going to snap her fingers again, and Montgomery the Scorpion scuttles down towards a bookshelf, which he taps with his claws, and the bookshelf turns around, and on the other side is an open space that extends outward further on into space that you, Amar, recognize as a shooting gallery.
Oh, I love this.
And Tephedra is going to take the bow delicately out of its display case and hand it to you, Amara.
Yes.
Amara, you take the bow in your hand and you feel it. You don't feel it humming. You feel like whooshing, like a gust of wind blows around you as you hold this bow. And she says, "Feel free to draw." She has not given you any arrows.
I mean, I have arrows.
You won't need them.
Arrows?
Yeah.
Draw the string back, darling.
Oh, okay.
Amara, as you pull the string back, that whooshing sound that you heard concentrates in your hand, and you feel, rather than see, an arrow of wind gather in the bow.
It's a
as you pull it
Fujinumi.
back. It's what?
The Fujinumi.
Fujinumi? I don't know that term.
Fire Emblem weapon from Fire Emblem Fates? Fates, I think it's Fates.
I know what that is.
Oh, that's nice.
Amara, give me a longbow attack roll.
I was gonna ask if you wanted that, or if the stats would change, but...
Amara, on 16, the target has been placed at your gauging about 100 feet from you, and your bolt hits it directly. And Tefitra says, "Not bad. How about we try to get further away?" And she snaps her fingers, and the target moves backwards to 200 feet away from you, which is outside the short range of a normal longbow. Amara, give me one more attack roll, not at disadvantage.
Wait, at disadvantage?
Not at disadvantage.
Did I roll
Normally,
my
the attack
disadvantage?
would be a disadvantage because you're outside of the
Oh.
longbow's normal short range.
Okay.
Amara, on a 15, you can feel as your arrow is traveling that it is going off course. It is going to miss the target. And then you hear that gale pick up in your head, and the arrow swerves slightly and grazes the side of the target, when before it was going to miss entirely.
Oh.
And Tefitra says, "The wind spirits that inhabit the Malachite wind are able to guide arrows that would otherwise miss, nearly, into grazing blows. Mechanically, if your attack misses by 4 or less, you still deal a longbow's 1d10 damage, but you don't add your modifiers.
Wow.
That's neat. This is amazing. I've never held a weapon this fantastic before.
Welcome to witchcraft, darling. They say that a sniper by the name of Elisandri once wielded this bow, though I have no proof to that.
Sorry, me again.
Hello there, Mr. Buttons. How are we?
I'm like jumping up in the air, holding my hand up. So on that Cumulus tier, I mean, the base version sounds interesting, but I've been trading in elemental stuff, and so I was interested in the electricity spells. Can you tell me more about that?
I can tell you some, though understand that I can't give away all of my secrets
Yes.
to someone who hasn't purchased it. But essentially, I would be able to charge the Cumulus tier with a reservoir of magic that would allow it to cast certain spells from it. Again, can't tell you what specifically, though it would be several.
And it would like recharge daily, kind of a thing.
Oh, of course.
Okay. What's the you said the original cost was 300. How much is the altered version?
The advanced version would be about 10 times that.
So 3,000.
That is correct.
Okay.
Oh, and what do we have here, Mr. Birkin? What's caught your eye?
Just a couple other pouches. I could always go for a little extra storage out in the field.
Oh, the switcheroos?
For what now?
Do you not read the plaque, darling? Gordon, you look down at the plaque for the two nondescript leather pouches. And you read that objects placed in one appear in the other. She's going to hold up the pouches and say, "How about a quick demonstration? Put a small trinket in here. Anything will do."
Alright, I'll put one of my little silver pieces in.
You drop it in the pouch in her right hand, and she doesn't. Her left hand moves a bit with the weight of it, and she holds out the pouch to you, and you see the inside of a leather pouch, completely ordinary, except the silver piece you put in is in that one.
Oh.
Here's something even more fun, though, that you can do with them. Amara, darling, come over here, please.
Oh, okay.
Put the malachite wind in this pouch, would you?
She looks at the pouch and at...
The malachite wind is solidly 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
What?
How?
Hold on.
Just start inserting it into the pouch, dear. You'll see what I mean.
Okay. She, lifts it over her head and,
She puts one pouch on the ground and opens the other one so that you can put the bow into the pouch.
Oh,
and
that's
as you
weird.
put it in, it starts coming out the other pouch.
No.
It doesn't have to fit inside.
Can,
I mean, you have to fit through the opening.
Can living things go through? Like if I had a mouse or something, could that pass through?
If you could fit it through the opening, absolutely.
So like you could have two people,
Particularly thin snake, yes.
or if you had two lovers who were on different continents, they could hold hands through the bag.
That's adorable. Yes, they could. That's so cute. I don't recommend doing that for long periods. I don't know what's between the bags.
You say we're mushy?
Well, no, I just meant I was thinking about people in general. It's cool. I wouldn't do it.
Why would you deny a romantic sensibility?
I wouldn't do it. It's just I thought that's
romantic.
All right. That was just that. Sorry. I'll prove I'm not romantic. That was what I said out loud. I was more thinking you could put a dick in one side and then okay. But
darling, it does no good to deny your inner romance.
Oh Lord.
You only hurt yourself.
I regret so much.
You hear a rumbling noise, and she looks up and goes, "Oh, time to move then." You might want to get a move on if you want to go back to where you came from.
okay. Last thing then. What do we do if we're doing the bow, and then what do we want for the extra item? I could use the dagger now, but I don't need it now. I could always get it later. And then I know that the recording thing was on offer. What do you guys think?
Recording thing was pretty good.
I think the orb would be handier for now, simply because we just got our class features, and that might carry us through until we get the opportunity to pick up new weapons.
I mean, Cedric, are you really not going to get something for yourself?
It's fine.
Oh, sorry, one more question. I got this pixie dust. Is it worth anything?
Well, that's cute. I'll give you a pull on the arrow lottery for that.
I don't really use arrows.
Yeah.
But I guess I could give the arrow to Amara, because it's not really going to help me. Can I get an elemental jet? I'm just kidding. And so he's joking. He's joking.
We got the answer about what the feather tokens were, either.
They turn into things.
Huh.
There's one that turns into a boat, there's one that turns into a tree, there's one that turns into a bridge, I think?
Yeah.
How much are they?
They spontaneously become things.
How much are they?
For one of those, 50 gold per pull.
Can this bow use regular arrows?
Yes, absolutely
Or
it can.
enchanted arrows? Okay. I would like to try, 3 of them.
Absolutely. Shannon, subtract 15 gold from your inventory and give me 3 rolls of a D100.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Okay. Subtract 15 gold. And the 100.
Responsive are the variable scepters.
The variable scepter. That's an upper end item. That one's going to run you 5,000 gold at base.
Ooh.
41, 77, and 91. On a 41, you pull out an arrow that looks like it's made of concrete, but still weighs the same as an ordinary wooden arrow. You have a dead weight arrow. Whatever it is stabbed to increases its weight by 50 pounds.
Oh, okay. Do you have these written down somewhere?
I do, but I recommend you note them down.
Okay.
On a 77, you get a Huntress Arrow. It is an arrow of, like, bright green wood with vines wrapping around it. And the head of it is shaped like a crescent moon. This arrow hits with incredibly heavy force, though you get the impression it's not super consistent about that. And on a 91... You bitch. On a 91, you get an arrow that is bright red in color, and has little spikes along its shaft. You get an arrow of agitation. A creature that is hit by it suffers a penalty to its attack rolls and AC.
Oh.
Each of these arrows are single-time use.
Okay.
I just thought of something. Do we have like a party loot or party gold, or has everything been distributed to each person?
So far, everything's been distributed, but I'm happy to start a party loot, what's it called? Handout.
I
would be fine,
Because I know some people were mentioning they had gold, and I'm like, I have 20 gold, so like, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Some people have, like, noble backgrounds.
I see.
I did, and then I had...
So in miscellaneous, around notable quotables, you will find a party loot handout.
Okay, cool.
What was the effect for the Huntress Arrow, Joe?
The Huntress Arrow increases its damage. When you hit with it, you roll a d6, and you're going to add that many d8s to your attack. To your damage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. And dead weight...
Could be only 1, could be 6.
Dead weight adds 10 pounds?
50 pounds.
Adds 50 pounds, okay. So it effectively pins whatever I'm shooting, if it hits. Okay.
We're going with the bow and the memorial, correct?
That's what it sounds like. Are you sure you want to make this trade?
I've never been sure of anything, but let's go with it.
Oh, we can't edit. We can't edit the loot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put it in your journals, but not give you the permission to edit it.
One last thing too is I have this thing, and I don't really use it, so I didn't know if this was worth anything that we could trade. I hand her the hand puppet.
Oh, this is cute. Not worth much, but it's cute. I'm sorry, darling. I can't give you anything for this.
Oh, that's fair. It was worth a shot. I knew it was somewhat magic.
It is, but it's nothing more than a parlor trick, and I'm afraid that I don't deal in parlor tricks.
No, I'm noticing that.
We just start handing her regular things. How much for this bedroll? How much for that? I'm just
It
kidding.
was not regular.
No, I'm teasing. I'm just teasing.
So yeah, Cedric, if you want to make that change, go ahead, that exchange, go ahead and take the Sword of Sir Talavar off of your inventory. And Shannon, we will create the Malachite Wind as a unique item for you.
Oh, sweet.
I'll put the memoriam. Does anybody want the memoriam specifically, or I can just put it in the party loot?
The memoriam does not require attunement, so anyone can pick it up and use it.
Hell yeah.
The Malachite Wind does require attunement, however.
We can take a short rest after this.
Didn't we already? What?
We just took a long rest.
Bye-bye!
Yes,
Tefedra
thank
nudges you gently, shows you to the door.
How do we find you again? Or will the door appear magically again?
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Montgomery, bring me a token if you would, please. Montgomery and comes back with a small opal fragment. And she says, while you're holding this, you'll be able to see my door in certain walls. Once you walk through, the token will vanish. So be sure to be on your best behavior so that I give you more. But the lot of you seem delightful, so I'm sure that won't be a problem. Now off with you. I have places to be and people to see.
You.
Oh, darling, thank you. And with that, Tefedra shoos you out of her shop.
I'll put a note here, witch token. But then later on, I'll think, oh, witch token.
Witch Tefedra token.
Witch token?
Oh no, shut up.
Fuck off. And the party returns to the inn. Sue is in the kitchen, bandying about. You guess it's been about an hour since you left, judging by how the sun has moved across the horizon, and the door is gone. Ah! I thought I heard a door opening. Well, how did it go? Was she friendly?
Yeah. Scorpion was cool
Very
too.
hospitable.
Montgomery was cool too.
Tefedra's a good soul. I knew she'd do you right.
How do you know her? Just like, same thing, door opening here?
Her doors appeared all over the world. Back when I was traveling around all of Prismere, I'd see it occasionally. Whenever a particularly noteworthy group passed through my inn, she would pop her door into my wall. She claims that it has to do with their degree of need, but she never told me what that meant exactly. She's an interesting sort.
Unless we.
How old was she when?
We were doing slightly stupid shit, basically.
Ah, that sounds about right. She does a lot with heroes. How old was she when you saw her?
She didn't seem to be much younger than us, or much older than us, to be honest.
Oh, interesting. That seems to vary from time to time.
Time wibbly wobbly.
Apparently her shop travels through dimensions and also timelines? Maybe? She's, again, never explained it. I think she enjoys the confusion.
She did say some words that I did not understand.
That sounds about right.
Also, and she looks at Cedric for this, you are ridiculous, and if I didn't know for a fact that you weren't going to use it, I would have absolutely protested that more.
I mean, I was planning on using it, but you need a better weapon more than I do.
I don't know if I'm happy to hear that or annoyed.
You can decide later.
But
Oh,
thank you
dear.
regardless.
So the party has a couple of new toys, and y'all can decide what to do next. I will say, Cedric, you feel an itching in the back of your head.
Well, works out in timing. You need a short rest, and I need to heal.
What about short rest? Didn't we all just sleep?
Well, you want to attune to your magic item, do you not?
Yeah, we wouldn't sleep. We could just, like, read a book and sit around.
I want to what now?
Oh, honey.
Amara, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
It won't be good, probably.
I'm gonna call the DC 10 for this.
Oh, okay, that's
Morgan,
actually not too
Are you
bad.
are you just throwing the dagger at him?
I'm tossing it to you like I'm trying to toss it like yeah.
Oh my god.
You asked
Oh,
for a
I'm not
dagger.
I'm not chucking it at you.
Amara, on an 18, you know that that particularly powerful magic items have very particular wavelengths of magic that they project, and unless a person's own magical aura is matching that wavelength, the two will reject each other, and the magic item will refuse to function. You think that within Tefedra's store, she probably had some kind of field that, like, forced those items into a universal alignment. But outside of that, you're going to have to spend about an hour getting your own magic to match the boats.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Fantastic. Alright, so the party takes an hour to relax around the inn. Again, Zalora has slipped into a deep slumber. And Sue says, "You would just drop her off wherever it is you're going? I can't guarantee when I'll get there."
Probably wise. Do you know what's wrong with her, though?
I got no fucking clue. I'm not a nurse.
I
I'm
don't
barely
know.
a person some days.
I'm
What?
not waking her up to find out.
I don't think we could wake her up. I think she's, like, sick.
I don't think anything's wrong with her physically, but again.
Oh, yes. Mental sickness. Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. That's harder to treat.
She didn't really talk about what happened the last time this happened, so we don't really have any idea.
But that's a shame.
Yeah.
So the party takes their quick rest and heads out. Cedric, about halfway through the rest, that itching gets stronger.
I was actually going to ask, because Cedric was planning on proccing it, do you want theatrics, or do you just want me to cast my spell and then take the damage?
Well, we are going north, though, so we could just, like, wait until we have to proc it, so we could make it...
Cedric doesn't want to wait. He wants it out of the way, because it's just...
Oh, okay. I kind of think
You don't know if it will wait the full hour for Amara to finish attuning.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Cedric
Okay.
doesn't know when it will react, so he just wants to activate it, and then...
Okay. I was more thinking we might be able to get through a full 24 hours without it proccing because we're heading north.
Yeah, but Cedric's not going to risk that.
Yeah, I get it.
So...
That's up to the party. Do y'all want to wait for Cedric's curse to hit him?
I mean, Cedric was literally going to activate it right before the rest started.
There we go. All right,
yeah.
Cedric, you cast False Life on yourself. Does anyone else want to do anything before that happens?
Can I do anything?
No, I don't think so. I expend all of my ki. No, I'm just kidding.
Incredible. All right, Cedric, I assume you put down the gourd to initiate the curse.
Yep, same as last time.
Cedric, you put down the gourd.
Well, that's rude, but alright.
Cedric, you put it down, and immediately you feel that itching pulse. And, Cedric, take 41 points of psychic damage for me.
Down goes Cedric.
Hell, he went down again.
Amara waits for this to happen and pops a good berry into his mouth.
Cedric, you feel that pulse as it spikes into you, and you feel something mentally puncture. And consciousness flees from you like rats from a dying ship. And you find yourself briefly floating in darkness. Before long, though, your sight returns to you, and you blink hard, and you are not standing at the inn anymore. Cedric, you are actually standing in what probably passes for a city here in Hither. There are a number of small islands floating above the murky swamp water, connected by rickety rope and wood bridges, and you are...
There he is.
Okay, cool. You are standing in front of a large but run-down cottage. Cedric, what do you do?
Cedric will enter in.
Cedric, you walk in. Your footfalls feel shorter than normal. Your steps aren't taking you as far as you're used to them taking you. But you walk in and you hold out a hand to open the door. And you notice that your hand is a dark shade of brown. But you open the door regardless, and you walk inside. As you do, there is a small creature standing in the doorway in front of you. It looks something like a cross between a goblin and a frog, with a mouth far too large for its body. And it looks at you and croaks, "What do you want?"
I don't know myself.
Cedric, you want to say that, but instead your mouth opens and says, "I need something from the hag here." And you're taken aback by the fact that your mouth is betraying you. And the small creature says, "This way," and leads you down a hallway. You pass by a staircase and an open door behind which you see a huge horde of what looks to you like junk. The creature who's leading you takes you into a doorway on the right, opens it and says, "Miss Blightstraw, you have an adherent looking for you. Says he needs something. Send him in," says a deep, feminine, vaguely feminine voice. And you see, sitting in a pool of murky water, is this wise woman. She's probably about 6 or 7 feet tall, but easily 10 feet to the side. And she looks at you and she says, "Why should I be helping you?" And Cedric, you wake up on the floor of the dining room in the inn at the end of the road.
Shit, lost you there for a minute there, buddy.
For the party outside, when you felt Cedric fall, he stopped breathing for a second. Gordon, you hit him with that healing word almost immediately. Your reflexes have become a little alarmingly good at that. And he didn't get up. He was down for a solid few minutes after that, and there was a moment where you thought he might fully be dead. But he is awake now, and his eyes are open.
Could all that CPR class would do something good?
Did you?
What was that? Oh, sorry.
Did you cast CP? Did you do CPR on Cedric?
Mouth to mouth of healing.
Gordon, why? He would probably wake up to, like, being slapped in the face then by Amara.
Ow.
If he didn't actually wake up before that. Why isn't this working? This usually works! Gordon, help!
Please stop. Please stop.
He's alive.
Oh, I
It's
thought he's awake!
Okay.
See? Just gotta be a little patient. Sometimes needs a little bit of a kickstart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer him my hand.
Well, not even that. I mean, the second you healed him, it seemed like he was, like, alive, right? He was breathing?
No.
No?
Well, I said when he healed him, you thought for a moment he fully died.
Oh,
he stopped
okay.
breathing. There was no pulse.
I see.
But he is back now.
One day I'll live one of these.
So, based on that...
Don't do that again.
Yeah, I don't know that procking is going to work on a daily basis now because you were definitely dead for a second, I guess.
I ain't gonna lie, not a lot of people can just keep dying and getting back up.
Well, no, previously he was just going unconscious and we were waking him up, but that time he actually was dying.
I know what dying feels like. That was not dying.
But you know your body was not functioning. You were not breathing. Your body wasn't functioning while you were gone.
Yeah, I don't know what you saw, but you were dead as a doornail for a minute.
Yeah. What?
Hey, alright, can we please stop saying that?
Well, because I'm just
Please,
saying.
I beg you.
Well, here's why I'm saying it. I'm afraid we're gonna do the same thing tomorrow morning, and it's not gonna work. That's no, or you won't come back from it. All right. So yeah, did you say, Cedric? What happened while you were gone? Did anything happen? Were you just out? Were you aware? Were you on another plane? Like.
I was experiencing something else, and I wasn't dead. I guarantee you that I wasn't dead.
Look that way.
Well,
Here.
Yeah, your soul was probably gone, but your body was dead.
well, while y'all talk semantics, I need to do a little more brainstorming. I think I know a way to fix this.
I mean, I'm sure you don't. I'm positive you don't. In fact, I am 100% positive that is false bravado. Trust me.
Alistair over here with the faith.
Yeah, Alistair's like, I know false bravado. Okay.
Would you like to share with the party?
Oh, I already walked out.
Yeah, he walked out. But Cedric, would you like to share with the party?
Not with you.
I'm the only one who's saying you might die tomorrow, and I'm apparently the problem? Okay. Cedric also walks out.
His eyes scowling.
Yeah, Cedric also walks out and goes back up to the bedroom.
You can't tell what Cedric does.
I didn't mean to say Cedric. I meant to say Alistair.
Oh.
Thank you. Alistair walks out also and goes up to the bedroom.
He's so flustered he forgot his own name.
Yeah.
Sue
Surprise,
has
we all
shuffled
changed
her way
character.
back to her office. Well, this is awkward. I'm going to go.
Yeah. I need this to stop happening.
Well, that works out, because I'm in the bedroom now, and I have to go do something, so I'm going to get on my phone.
Okay.
Well, that works out, because I'm in the bedroom now, and I have to go do something, so I'm going to get on my phone.
So, Gordon and Alistair look left. What are Cedric and Amara doing in the dining room?
Amara's probably gonna, like, hand over the other 9 good berries she has.
Right?
Yum.
I can use my natural ability to heal. You can save those.
Once I summon them, they kind of just exist. I think they'll just disappear after a while anyway.
I think they last for a day, do they not?
Let's see.
A good berry lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
After which point it loses its potency, but the berry still sticks around.
Okay. I guess I'll pop them on my pouch then, if you're sure.
I'm sure.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I assure you, I didn't die.
It really didn't look like that out here. This can't keep happening. I can't take this again.
Table quietly.
What?
Cedric just looks at the table quietly.
But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Well, it's either it happens here, wherever we are, safe, or who knows, maybe we're fighting something and then I'm actually not there.
Is it because we weren't moving?
Yeah.
So it's my fault. Because we had to wait.
I mean, I had been planning on doing it as soon as once everyone was awake. Better to get it out of the way.
Maybe tomorrow we can plan better and actually be moving at the start of the day? It seems like what's causing this is inaction. So if you're moving, maybe it won't happen.
That's about as much as I can guess. I really don't know.
Yeah, you know about as much as I do. Probably a little more.
Neffany is going to nose her way to put her head on Cedric's lap.
Oh.
Cedric is just gonna gently pet Neffany on the head.
She just looks up at you with her big old greyhound eyes. And with that, I think we are going to fast forward to the end of the short rest. Cedric, feel free to spend hit dice as you wish.
Okay, rolls.
Well,
You sure you don't need those good berries, hun?
I'm at
sure?
20 out of 24.
Okay. Do you want 4 berries?
I mean, I'm not a frontliner, so not really the most necessary. And
you will also have to force yourself to eat more than one, because one of them is enough nourishment for a creature for 24 hours.
I never thought about that when people were like, I'll just eat 10 good berries. Like, it didn't even... Yeah.
It's a full meal, buddy. Each one of those bitches is a full meal.
I bet Gordon could do it.
It's a mukbang. We're just gonna go and eat 4 meals for dinner.
God. And now you can record yourself doing it.
Gordon has
Guys, today we're doing the good berry challenge. You gotta eat 10 good berries for dinner.
I have a quick question for you mechanically, JD.
Yeah, what's up?
Because I had planned to make the magic dagger my hex weapon, and then immediately traded it in.
Yeah.
You did.
Do I need to wait another long rest to get this normal dagger?
Because that was done as, like, essentially an act of service, I'm gonna go ahead and let you pick another weapon to use as your hex weapon.
Thank you.
I will give you that.
Dabbing the dagger figuratively into Amara's chest. That's fine. Guilt.
Speaking of which, I expect that boot knife back.
It is a simple little dagger that Gordon has handed you, Cedric, but you get the impression it's very well worn and has seen a lot of love over the years.
Oh, it has.
So the party heads onward, I believe. Amara, you attune to the Malachite Wind. It does not provide you a +1 to attack and damage, but it is counted as a magic weapon.
Okay.
It has enhanced range. You are aware that it has the property whenever you miss a creature by 4 or less, it still does a grazing attack of just the weapon's base damage, no modifiers. And it has one additional property.
I really need this written somewhere.
I know. I'm gonna get it written for you, I promise. I didn't know which one you were gonna buy, so I couldn't prepare all of them for you.
That's fair.
What? You didn't prepare 100 magic items?
You know what, though?
I'm sure there's like a D&D infinite bow. We could modify it.
There we go.
Oh! It only put part of that into Whisper and part of that into an ordinary message.
That's
Alright.
funny.
That's cool, Roll20. Good to know.
Whisper has a character limit.
I didn't know it would make the rest of it into a normal message.
It would just whisper
I thought it would be
too.
a second Whisper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it did not.
You ran out of data on your whisper. You gotta contact
Yeah.
You gotta contact...
So essentially, Shannon, if you miss by 4 or less, it still grazes. If you miss by 5 or more, once per day you can redirect it to another target.
Oh, that's really cool.
And you re-roll the attack for the new target.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Additionally, its range is 200 to 800 instead of 150 to 600.
Does that work? What happens if you miss? I'm guessing if you miss on the second target, it just misses.
Oh yeah, you can't redirect it twice.
It just
The
goes
redirect
on
is once
forever.
per day. The redirect's only once per day.
Oh, okay.
But a redirect could be a graze if you miss by 4 or less.
Gotcha.
No, stop it. Why the fuck? Why does why does D&D Beyond hate fucking adding custom items?
I do not know.
This is why you use Roll20.
I don't like 20.
Anyway,
Roll20 is better for custom items. I will
super
not.
better for custom items,
This
but
thing
we are
keeps
going to
closing.
move back to Hither. Back to the map of Hither, as the party says their farewells to Sue Harabax and makes their way back up north. Can I get a group survival check from the party as you make your way north?
Survival. That was a 19. How's yours?
Amara, Nethany is going to give you the help action on your survival check, so roll with advantage.
Okay.
This is what I expected.
Hey, Cedric, you're pretty sure that either you just saw someone else's memory, or you died, or maybe both, so you're going through it.
Sure he
I
didn't
needed
die.
that.
Well, wait, what I don't get is both in and out of character. How is he so positive of that?
Cedric has his reasons for being
Yeah.
positive about that.
Oh, no, Cedric.
Also, Cedric, this is something I thought of just now. When that happens in the future, let's not forget your strength of the grave.
Oh no, I had that as well. It was.
Oh, it's a charisma saving throw DC 5 plus damage taken. Okay, you're not making a DC 46 charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, nat 20? No, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
It was the remainder of damage taken. Like, let's say you were at what's it called? Let's say like I have 24, it deals 40, and like the remainder is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Then maybe, but no, it's just
A DC 21 is hard but possible. A DC 46 is never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a 2, a 9, an 18, and a 14. That does mean that together you did pass a DC 10 group check, which means that you are making progress towards the right direction, albeit slowly. Over the course of the day, you do manage to find your way north. You largely just follow this river as it heads upwards. But when the river snakes away from you, you decide to keep heading northwards instead of continuing to follow it, meaning that you do get a little bit lost. Which means that when you hit these large bridges over here, it is now coming on late afternoon. But we are going to move over to a new map. Can I get straight wisdom checks from anyone to see if you remember what this area is?
Great wisdom check. Well,
Wait, memory things are about the feat that I have. What are we trying to remember specifically?
What feat is it that you have, Shannon? Or Amara?
Something...
Do you have Keen Mind?
I do, yes.
I believe that Keen Mind just says you always remember everything you've seen and heard. Is that right?
You always know which way is north, the number of hours
Last
left before
30.
the next sunrise. Seen and heard within the last month.
Oh shit, okay, Amara, you just remember this. Cedric also remembers it because it was a DC 12. But Amara, you remember hearing that north of you, between you and Downfall, is the Brigand's Tollway. Specifically where Agson Longscarf and his band travel.
It's a good thing I didn't say anything, because I was just going to say, we're looking for those rabbit bad guys. But...
Fair.
I don't think we're looking for them.
Well, we have to pass them, so we kind of are.
Zalora is unfortunately not here. You are in an area of thick fog. Visibility is cut to no more than 10 feet in any direction. And it is dicey, and you are standing in front of a series of wooden bridges that extend outwards over a murky bog.
This is
thick mud.
This is a crab maze?
This is a crab maze!
Okay.
Yes! No, it's not a crab maze. If it were a crab maze, y'all could all just avoid it like we did, but you don't have to do that. The bridges extend outwards over 100 feet out, to the point where you can't see them anymore. But you do, in the midst of the fog, see off in the distance an extremely large tree that these bridges seem to be leading towards. I don't know. Is Roll20 lagging for everyone else?
No, mine's fine.
We're good.
Don't know. Negative.
I move.
Alistair,
Mhm.
as you start walking along, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. I think I'm good at that. I should be good at that. Yes.
That is an 11 on a dexterity saving throw. Fortunately, the DC was 10.
Okay.
Alistair, you jump to the side as that section of the bridge that you were standing on collapses.
Hey guys.
Fortunately, you were that part was over solid ground. But you now know that these bridges might not be safe.
Okay. Yeah, watch out for bridges that fall apart.
Well, I guess they're not spending their tax money on infrastructure.
The bridges over the swamp are about 10 feet over the murk. So you wouldn't have far to fall, but the mud looks very thick.
I was seeing this in the opposite way for some reason. I was seeing this as like green marsh water and then stone. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, it's not the
solid
opposite.
land and then mud.
Yeah, I had to flip it in my brain, so yeah. Which makes sense, because otherwise the bridges never go over the water. The bridges are just over the land.
Yeah, there's not much point to the bridges in that case, is there?
Oh. Well, I don't have that. No, that's not this character. No, that's dumb. Is it dumb?
Cedric, are you planning on flying over this?
I mean, yeah.
Could I maybe try something? Could I, like, throw wind at the boards at, like, a couple steps in front of me, and that way then I can kind of test if the bridge is stable in front of me?
Does it tell you how many pounds of pressure you can exert with gust? Because that's the real decision here, is can you emulate enough weight to simulate... Can you create enough weight to simulate a body stack?
Oh, no, only up to 5 pounds.
By no means.
Okay.
A very small mouse body. Or a very fat mouse body, if the case may be.
I will say that you generally think that Nephany is probably light enough to get across the bridge without breaking it. The rest of y'all probably not.
Okay. Alright. Just keep going.
So let me ask, as we continue forward, is Amara being carried by Cedric?
I guess so. Are we trying to hide, though? Because I'm concerned about, like, the flying demon boy.
The thing is that there's no... We can't really hide on the bridge because there's no cover or anything, so whether we're flying or standing, we're just out in the open.
The fog is technically covered.
Oh, you're right. I didn't think about that. If we can't see, they also can't see, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the flying should be no problem, too, then. Just don't fly out of the fog.
I guess if that works, yeah.
I mean,
Cedric, you know that if you fly more than 10 feet above them, you will not be able to see them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Cedric's doing the, I don't know how to explain it, but like, when...
The hovering.
A hover!
Yeah, the hovering thing, essentially. Like, he's not
Okay,
that
yeah.
far. He's like,
Yeah, you can just hover, like, 2 feet above the bridge.
Yeah.
I will say that while you are carrying Amara, your speed is halved because you are encumbered.
I know if one, out of character, if one is in a dungeon, you can, like, use investigation or something to check for traps. Is that a thing one can do where, like, I put one of my paws out and I, like, test the bridge and I can do, like, a check to see if it's, like... You know
what? Alistair, I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Go ahead and give me either an investigation or a nature check.
Okay.
Your choice.
Push your paws against
that.
They are both a -1.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Wait, I thought nature was wisdom-based. Is it also intelligence-based?
They are both intelligence things.
Okay, well, sucks to be you.
Oh wait, that's a good point. When I broke the one, I guess I wouldn't know. I guess I just thought about, like, would my... Because you said Nephany could get across. I'm small?
No, you still break it.
Okay. Let's go.
But Stephanie weighs like 60.
That may be breaking physics, but you are sufficiently heavier than Nephany.
Okay. 11.
I'm gonna say on an 11, you can actually tell that the boards, hilariously, directly in front of you, are too rotten to stand on.
Okay.
But you don't get any more than you're gonna have to keep making it.
Yes.
Can I get a quick movement from Cedric and Amara while this is happening so that we can all be
keep the party together,
moving forward? I don't want anyone to get too far ahead.
I mean, I'm assuming they're not just like running ahead of us at the moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely, which is why I want y'all to catch up.
Yeah.
And Alistair, as you're doing that, you hear, that's a pretty slow way to get past this thing, I think.
Can I tell where
None of your friends said that. It was coming from right behind you. And you turn around, Alistair, to see a figure in a hood and cloak standing right behind you.
Okay.
Now,
And you hear off in the distance. Where sticks and stones will wreck your nose, will eat you blind and steal your clothes. And from the creature behind you, you say, "But I don't mind you going slowly, after all. Makes it easier to beat you silly." And you see Agden Longscarf behind you.
Oh, the leader
and
himself?
I need the party to roll initiative.
Alright.
This is the bunny.
well,
Let me get... Just in time, I got that.
Hey, I'm a Haragon too. Can't we all just be friends or family?
You already made that choice when you beat my babes up, kid.
I mean, they attacked us first.
Get your just desserts. Oh, you know what? We still had the old initiative from last time up. God damn it.
We can't see it, so.
Oh, good, because it's on the other map. I just need to make sure that I'm not erasing the old ones.
Yes.
Amara, why did you roll twice?
Because I didn't have the thingy the first time.
Okay, well, it's still a 20. I'm not giving you the nat 20.
I wouldn't take the nat 20.
That one goes away, that one goes away.
Can her
that
next
one goes
attack
away.
be an auto crit?
Nope. Okay, so y'all should all see yourselves. As well as Sir Longscarf. Amara, you are actually a 20. And you hear the sound of bagpipes blowing in the distance as the raucous sounds of more of those Harangon bandits ring out. And first up is Agden himself.
Yeah.
He's going to whip out. He's carrying a shield in one hand, and from behind it, he whips out what looks like a branding iron. And he is going to swipe at both Gordon and Alistair.
2 attacks. Oh no.
2 attacks indeed.
Oh dear.
Gordon, that is going to be a miss against you. Alistair, that is going to be a crit against you.
Oof.
Alistair, you are going to take... Ooh,
I don't like that.
No, you're not. Alistair, you take 18 points of fire.
Oh yeah. I'm down to 9 hit points.
Alistair, you take that fire damage, and you see this brain...
Oh, wait, no, sorry. No, I don't fire damage. I want to absorb elements.
Ooh! Yes! Alistair, I love that. Please give me some flavor as you cast Absorb Elements.
So, the Absorb Elements manifests itself as a teapot filled with boiling water, and it absorbs, well, no, it's regular water, and it absorbs the fire, and it boils the teapot. And,
Alistair, you see his branding iron pass through the handle of the teapot, and he's just really confused by this appearing out of nowhere. And the tea starts to quiver and whistle as it starts to boil.
Okay, so, What does that do? I took
I believe it gives you resistance to the incoming damage.
Oh, but it doesn't actually heal me any from the... I do still take the 18.
But it does mean that your next melee attack is empowered.
Will
It
do
does
fire,
extra
yes.
damage.
Okay.
I believe if you're resisting it, you would take 9, not 18.
But do I resist it right
That is
now or
completely-
from now on? That's what I'm wondering.
You resist the triggering attack. And,
Okay.
And until the end of... And I think until your next turn? Or
Yes,
the end of your
until
next
the start of my next turn.
Fantastic.
So,
Alistair,
I
you
take
only
9.
take 9 points of fire.
Sweet.
That's
And
very
my
good.
fists are now on fire.
However, Alistair, something else happens when this brand hits you on the arm as you bring your arm up to guard and it sears your forearm between the handle of your teapot. You feel something twist in your perception, and Agden vanishes from your view.
Oh shit, that sucks.
And he says, "You might want to get more to guard than just your arm, kiddo." He is bantering enough that you know where he is,
Yeah.
but you cannot see him anymore. Gordon, you see him say that, and then he's going to bound away from you, which means that you, Gordon, are going to get an opportunity attack against him.
Damn straight. That was an 18. How dare you?
Oof, da! An 8 is not gonna do it. You fling your rapier out, and he blocks it like a fencer with his branding iron, and he says, "Hey, be careful! You might be almost as fast as the mud beneath us!" And then he bounds away from you.
Oh, hell no. His ass is mine.
And he says, "Hey, boys! Light 'em up!" And he is going to get, let's see, he was here. He's going to get there on his move. That is going to be...
Man, fuck this guy!
That is going to be, next up is Amara. Amara, you saw a Harangon appear out of fucking nowhere in the fog, just walking in the middle of your party, pop out, start insulting all of you, hit Alistair with a metal iron, and then run away. So, Amara, what are you going to do?
Question, because I don't have anybody that I can hit. So
Nope, you don't!
So,
You do hear bagpipes from the north.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
What I can see on the map, is that disadvantage if I were to aim?
You
Or
have
would I-
disadvantage outside of 10 feet away from yourself.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I could see, I think I'm seeing a lot different than everyone else is right now.
I can
Nope, you're all seeing the same thing.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I can see him, but
You can still see him, yes. Because he's moving so quickly in the fog that it's displacing the fog. Alistair, you get
Oh,
the
I-
idea of where he's moving from the fog, but again, you still can't
see him.
exactly.
Yes.
I wasn't sure because it had the same silhouette to the dark vision thing.
Fair enough. No, this is what everyone can see. And also, he's continuing to taunt you.
Yes. So you could so Mara could still attack just with disadvantage.
This is absolutely correct.
With her new fancy weapon, that's not as bad.
Yeah.
To say, yeah, because then I don't. Let's see.
You still have disadvantage because of the fog, but you do have the glancing blow feature now,
Okay.
which might help.
I would recommend getting out of Cedric's arms.
Yes. She will hop down, and then... Is it just the same regular longbow attack? Because this is a unique weapon, it doesn't play nice with,
That's
D&D
fine.
on it.
Your attack bonus is the exact same. The
Okay.
difference is the features and the fact that the range is longer.
Okay. So she's gonna hop out of Cedric's arms and then, pull out this giant bow.
Fantastic. You are rolling a disadvantage, so roll again.
Oh.
And take the lower.
Rip.
Excuse me.
Oh, rip.
That is unfortunate. You are going to fire. You fire an arrow into the fog, and you hear it clink off of a shield, And you hear Abden say, "I felt bad for you, so I had to get in the way of it. Sorry."
This attack bonuses before the target's
Amara, do you want to move or take any bonus actions on your turn?
If you move 10 feet up, he would be in range of your hunter's mark, I believe.
Did the 11 fail by the 4 or the whatever it is?
That's what I
No,
wanna
the 11
know.
failed by more than 4. So Glancing
okay.
Blow did not activate.
What about the second part where you get to re-roll?
Well, there's no one else in range that we can see.
Oh, I see.
The target within 30 feet.
And there's okay, gotcha.
And there are currently no other targets. You feel the wind just kind of shrug, Amara, as your arrow misses.
It was worth a shot. That was a hard target. Yeah, I'm
We
gonna
tried.
Yeah.
move forward slightly, and then Hunter's Mark is only with things that I hit. So because I didn't hit him, I don't think that counts.
No, you can cast Hunter's Mark beforehand, and then it procs after every time you hit them.
Ah. Okay.
Favored Foe is only on ones that you hit. But
Okay.
Hunter's Mark is on anyone you can see within range.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is going to be a Hunter's Mark on Mr. Longscarf. And he goes, "Oh, some magical help? I guess you do need it." Amara, is that the end of your turn?
I hate this man, but yes.
Gordon, that's going to be you.
I'm going to scream at him, "You little rat bastard, you get back here!" Vicious mockery. Make me a wisdom save.
Oh my
Hey
God.
now! Don't talk about your friend that way! He's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Did you make a
That
derogatory
is a
rabbit mark
failure.
that I missed?
That is a failure. He's going to take damage from that.
Yes.
So roll me your d4 of psychic damage. He takes 3 points of psychic damage, and his next attack is made at disadvantage.
And I'm going to use my movement to chase after said rat bastard because he made me angry.
Stupendous. Gordon, I need to see every square you move through as you move. Gordon, give me a dex saving throw.
Okay, I can see we're already there.
We are, in fact.
We knew there were holes in the bridge or weak points in the bridge.
Gordon, you succeeded on your dexterity saving throw, which means that you also know... Gordon, give me another dexterity saving throw.
Because you got hit.
You did say where I was.
Excellent, Gordon. Keep clearing them out.
You know what? You're passing your dex saves, so you managed to just barely skip away as the bridge crumbles beneath you. And Agton says, "Oh, you got some light footwork. A shame your hands aren't as fast."
Oh, I'm gonna turn you into a scarf.
Alistair, that is going to be you up next.
Wait,
assuming Gordon has no bonus actions he wants to take.
Actually, yeah, I do, because...
So I keep forgetting, I set that as your default token when it had the little inspiration icon over it, and I keep giving it back to you on accident.
Alistair, take 5 health back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
That is... yeah, that was a cantrip you cast as your action, so you're good.
Also, first time you hit... Oh, melee attack.
I was about to actually you, but I would have been actually. We can't have that.
Alistair's movement 40. Okay, so I know where he just hit the traps.
You can see them. You can
Yes.
see them clearly.
And I know that where he did walk is safe, except for those 2 spots. So,
That's correct.
I would like to go up to where Gordon is, following his path, except for the 2 spots.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I get to Gordon, just for the purpose of measurement, I can go 10 more feet. So, 5, 10. I can't see him, but I know he's here-ish because of taunting and fog. I want to do melee, though.
That's unfortunate.
Well, because my fire damage only procs on melee. It doesn't proc on ranged.
I mean, you could use bonus action Step of the Wind, using a key point to...
Oh, no, yeah, I'm definitely either using that or Rabbit. Either way, it uses my bonus action, though. That's the downside. Rabbit Hop is only 10 feet, so that would not get me close enough, so I will Step of the Wind. Okay. So.
Remember, I need to see every square you're moving.
Yes.
You can either just draw an arrow with your path, or you can
with Step of the Wind, my jump distance is doubled. So maybe I don't even touch the ground. Maybe I just jump
from
to
there
him.
to him. Yeah. I will need an athletics check to gauge that jump correctly, because a missed jump here is disastrous.
Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that. I have a negative one. I might just walk my dex is better than my athletics, so I might be better off just walking. So... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30...
Was that a straight line from where you were to where you are now?
Yeah.
I need 2 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Oh god.
1.
Hey, folks, this is
That's
where
a
you
nat
can-
1.
Oh, Alistair, don't even bother with the second one.
No, but...
Quiet.
Oh, no, it doesn't let me re-roll saves. I can just add it to a save, and a D1 is... A nat 1's a nat 1 no matter what I add to it, so that's fine.
A nat 1's a nat 1, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought I had a way to re-roll dex saves. I don't.
No, you fall in the mud.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So I fall on the first one. Where is that? Okay, cool.
Right there. You fall down 10 feet into the mud.
At least it's land, right? It's land on this one?
It is land. But you land prone and restrained.
Oh, cool. Should have jumped. Well, no, because if I jumped, I could have fallen too. So...
I mean, you jumped, that nat 1 would have been on your jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have... I will say, though, you do still have an action that you haven't taken yet.
Okay, let me mark off the key for the Step of the Wind.
Okay, so you can use your action to attempt to free yourself with an athletics check.
Okay. Do I get the sense that I'm, like, sinking in this mud, or just that
You're not sinking, but you are stuck.
Yes. Okay. It just makes...
The mud for you is solidly up to your shoulders.
Yeah, the first time I use Absorb Elements, and I don't even get to follow through on it.
Hey, you know what? You missed taking 9 points of damage.
I mean, yes. For flavor, I attack the mud with fire. And that's what I do for mine.
I'm okay with that. You know what? Actually, Alistair, give me that athletics check with advantage, because you are solidifying it around yourself, which is keeping it from clinging to you the way it normally
Baby, I'm hot! Okay, so...
You are literally baking it.
So give me that check with advantage.
They're both the same.
I'm so sorry! You are still restrained.
I didn't know that could happen.
Guys, I think it had the opposite effect. I think I baked myself into the mud. I'm now just inside... I'm inside of a ceramic bunny statue.
You hear from above you, are you sure you're a Harangon? You're not very light on your feet.
Yeah, that's, I was an orphan, and I never had a dad to teach me, and...
Hey, I don't care about your life story, alright?
You asked!
Next up, we have one of these skiffs of bandits. It's going to go a 1, 2, 3, 4...
I'm also no longer resistant to fire.
And they're going to go under this bridge to here. And Alistair, you have a couple of arrow attacks incoming.
Ooh, I have missile shit, so that's fine.
Hey, that's good then. Also, 2 of them are going to jump off the skiff onto the bridge.
Is this... Oh wait, never mind.
The little boats.
Yeah, I realize.
So, Alistair, they are made at disadvantage because fog, but advantage because you're restrained, so it balances out. Alistair, your AC is 16, so that is going to be 1 miss against you and 1 hit.
Okay.
Do you want to use deflect missiles?
Well, it did hit.
It did hit you. You are going to take damage.
Okay.
I'm not
yeah.
going to tell you how much.
Yeah, I'll use deflect missiles, yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Go ahead and roll D10 to see how much damage you avoid.
Yes. 13.
Damn, alright, you catch this bolt in your hand.
Oh, because I reduced it to 0.
Did you reduce it to 0?
Nice.
It was only gonna do 8 damage to you.
I will spend a key to throw it back.
Oh shit, alright. What is the range for that throwback?
It's 30, I think it said. Let me double check.
They are 75 feet away from you.
Well, I don't have to throw it at them. I can throw it at someone, right? So I can throw it at... I can throw it at Boss Man.
You could throw it at him. I will tell you, he has cover making his AC higher, and you are at disadvantage.
That's fine. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Fucking go for it, man.
So that is a ranged attack, so I would...
Okay, ranged attack at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
So it does count as a monk weapon, so you could just do a punch.
It was a nat 20... Oh, nat 20 wouldn't have counted anyway, and it rolled over, so that's a 9.
You throw and you hit the bridge.
Oh no.
And Agden says, you know those aren't supposed to be used with your hands, right? That is that skiff, and then it is the others.
Guys, I think I'm just gonna live in the mud now. I think this is my... I think this is my home. I think you guys should go on without me, and...
Oh, shit. Again, these two are going to jump onto the bridge, and Gordon, you have 2 attacks incoming.
Shit, here we go.
Gordon, your AC is 13. That is going to be 1 hit and 1 miss against you.
Alright.
I don't think you have any reactions that you can do. Do you have anything that you can attempt to reduce this damage with?
No spell. No anything.
Alright, you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
As one of these Herringon snipers shoots.
Oh, I missed that. How much damage did I take from that arrow that I... Oh, no, nothing, because I did successfully catch it.
You deflected, you deflect missiles it.
I just didn't hit, but yes. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Yes, that is exactly correct. That is going to be Cedric. You are up, my friend. The sound of bagpipes menacingly gets closer.
Bagpipes. Oh, God.
Is it a catchy tune?
Huh?
Are the bagpipes playing a catchy tune?
They are playing a jaunty little tune. They're playing the same song the Brigands from earlier were singing that is all about how great Agden Longscarf is.
Yes.
Which I imagine is, getting old. With a wink and a grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of a scarf, he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing. Gasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing.
Agden, if you keep running and hiding from us, we can't see your cool long scarf.
He's gonna end up dead. I'm casting.
Nah, you're just not good enough to see it anymore. That is a hex on this guy. Because the person who's within range. Yep, that's all. That all checks out. What score do you want to give him
30.
disadvantage on?
Dexterity.
Beautiful. You do that and you hear, yeah, I guess I do need a handicap against you fools, don't I?
Oh, you're gonna die.
Oh, he's gonna make a fine rug.
As I go for an Eldritch Blast. 14.
14 does not hit. Your blast goes wild in the fog, and you hear him say, wow, still? I guess your magic isn't really all that, is it? Cedric is at the end of your turn.
Movement, bonus action, yep.
Fantastic. Agden is going to pound, and he's going to attack you, Gordon.
Hello!
Hey there, buddy!
You're still at disadvantage, fucko.
He is at disadvantage. That is correct.
If I wasn't in
Your
this
AC is 13. That is a hit against you anyway.
Oh no. Okay.
Do you have anything you want to do to try to stop that?
Do I? I don't think I have anything.
That's unfortunate then. That is going to be 9 points of incoming fire damage.
Gordon, you don't have cunning words yet, do you?
I don't.
That's called to whispers, that's called to lore, not whispers.
Oh, really?
Gordon, he rushes up, and he says, I don't need any kind of advantage to hit you, fucko. And he swings his iron into the side of your head, and you collapse to the ground. You also have a brand seared into your temple. Right as you fall down, you see his form wisping away out of sight. That is his disadvantage gone, but he does still have Hex on him. He's going to look over to Cedric and Amara and say, looks like you guys aren't winning this fight. You want to give up?
Shit. We're down to 2 people. Oh! Has Nephany done anything? I think we've been skipping Nephany.
Nephany Super hasn't done anything.
Okay.
He is going to throw a dagger at you, Cedric. He does have a disadvantage because of the fog. Cedric, your AC is 11. That is going to be a hit.
He's gonna take damage too.
Is he? Oh, yes, I know. Okay, I got you. That is going to be 7 incoming points of piercing damage to Cedric.
And 12 points of fire and 4 points of necrotic if you
Hex only activates when you make an attack roll. It does not activate on saves. I don't know why it rolled it for that.
1 moment. Is it attack roll? It's a hit with an attack. Okay. I have it as a toggle here. That was my mistake.
Gotcha. Yeah, it has to be an attack roll.
Well, still 12 points of damage.
That is still 12 points of damage, and astonishingly, he did not make his dexterity save. So he is going to take that to the face, and he goes, oh, okay, that was a nice hit, but I think you're only going to get the 1.
Sounds right.
After saying that, he is going to use... He's there, he's 30 feet getting there.
I'm dumb!
So he is going to get here. I will tell you, he goes here, 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 here.
I'm so dumb.
Here,
Zigzagging.
here, and here. Amara, that is going to be your turn. I will remind you, you have 9 good berries in your pouch, each of which heals for 1, which would get Gordon back on his feet.
This is true.
And if anybody can
I'm
start
going to say Nephany has kept pace with you. Nephany has a speed of 40 and could feed a good berry to Gordon on her turn.
Oh, okay.
She can get to Gordon.
Let's see if this works. Your boss isn't gonna be happy if you don't let us through.
Are you kidding me? My boss literally told me to capture you.
Oh, sure.
Rapture. Oh, this is good. Shit.
What's fun would it be if I just killed you here? That's easy.
Oh, shit. I was really hoping he would just let us through if I talked about the gourd. God damn it. Okay.
Amara, give me a quick insight check if you would.
Yep. Oh, that's the thing I'm good at. Sometimes. Sometimes!
Sometimes.
Welcome to the night of bad rolls.
I had a nat 20 earlier.
Oh,
This
I know
is
you
more
did.
first from Monday night. That's all.
Amara, on an 8, you do not know if the gourd, if mentioning the gourd would help or not. But you do remember that you got it, that you stole it from one of his bandits. So it could go either way.
Excuse me.
Oh, man. Fuck. I don't know what to do. I have decision paralysis.
I would, no matter what, we should revive Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you got any healing ranger stuff? Oh, you good berries in your pocket.
I just have good berries. That's all I have.
That would wake him up.
I would absolutely wake him up.
But
I
that
remind
was
you also, I
Nephany.
mentioned before that Nephany can do that on your behalf.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know what I'm gonna do other than that, though.
Where is he right now?
He's over here somewhere.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
attack him.
he is incredibly fast as he's zipping around the battlefield.
I guess I'm just gonna shoot him and then have Nephany bring the good berries.
Sure thing.
Can she bring
Your fire.
one to each of them? Are they both down, or is Alistair just?
No, I'm just-
Alistair's fully conscious.
Yeah, I'm just stuck in the mud down here.
Yeah, he's just
restrained.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
he's occupied at the moment.
He's a little occupied. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack, I guess.
Fantastic. Roll me that attack.
Oh, it's still disadvantage?
Super skill disadvantage.
What's the thing for disadvantage to roll? Is shift is...
It's shift or
control.
Control, I
It's
think.
control.
I just click a button.
There is a way to make it a toggle instead. Oh, that was 3 rolls.
So it would be the 7 and the 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the nat one was one of the first ones,
Kills
and that is.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Rip.
However, I will tell you that is a miss, and there are other targets within 30 feet of him.
Oh. Wait, but isn't it within, like, when it's within 4?
No, that's a glancing blow. A complete miss, if it's by 5 or more, can be redirected to a separate target. So you can go for either this Herringbone Brigand or either of these 2 snipers.
Not to be a bad guy, that still triggers on a nat 1?
Yes, it does.
Oh, cool.
Any missed attack.
Okay.
Only once per day, but any missed attack.
Yes.
You would also make another roll at disadvantage to see if it hits them. I will tell you though, they're easier to hit than he is.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm a ranger, and those are snipers, so I'm definitely going with them.
Alright, go for one of those snipers. Give me another attack roll at disadvantage.
This time I actually made the right roll.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
An 18 is gonna do it. Absolutely, Amara. As a reminder, I think an ordinary longbow does a d8 of damage. This is a d10.
Yeah. And then it still adds my +2 proficiency, right?
It adds your dexterity modifier to damage.
D10 plus 2? So 7.
That is 7 points of damage. Amara, you fire out an arrow. Your arrow whizzes past Agden and he says, "Wow, are you getting worse as this fight's going on?" And you hear that gale pick up in your mind, and you feel it as a request. Do you want us to hit someone else?
Doesn't have to be you.
Amara, you see the fog twisting distantly from you as your arrow whizzes upwards and then arcs back down, and you see, you actually don't see it hit anyone, but you do hear it, "Ah! Ow! Ow! Ow!" as you think you took out one of those snipers.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
He does the run.
Yeah, Neffany, can you help?
I'm a guard dog and a medic dog!
I kind of want her to have, like, a little pouch.
Like a Saint Bernard with like a
Yeah.
little
That's really good.
berries under her chin.
Yeah, I love
So she goes over to Gordon and she just like leans down and starts licking your mouth until you open it, Gordon. At which point she drops a good berry into your mouth. And then she like looks at you and she's not trying to make you swallow it. So she just starts like pawing at your chest. Until you just convulse hard enough that the good berry falls down your throat, very nearly chokes you, but does put you up with 1 hit point.
And does fill your belly.
And also, you feel full.
I feel like shit, yet surprisingly refreshed.
Neffany says, "Yay, it works! I'm a medic!"
I'm also going to, it looked like he was, like, zigzagging, right?
It did look he was zigzagging, that's absolutely correct.
Okay, so how am I doing that for movement?
So you know already that these squares with the white borders, those ones are the holes in the bridge.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna pop up here.
I'm about to turn this into a slasher film.
He's
Fantastic.
within my range for my next curse, so...
Nice.
Keep in mind, you do have 1 HP, Gordon.
Gordon, you are prone, you are on the ground, you cannot see Agdon anymore, but you are up.
Each of these are 5 feet squares, right?
That is correct. Each square is 5 feet.
So it's half
Did
my
you have more that you could have moved?
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could get to Alistair this turn, but I think I can get, like, right here by him.
Alice on the floor, by the way.
Oh, I'm not even on the floor. I'm in the mud.
Right.
I'm underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
Just for illustrative
That's
purposes.
right down here.
Everybody's pinging.
Yeah, we are pinging. Okay. Yeah, then I'll stay up here then.
Cool.
Alistair also has an idea that. So.
I hope it works.
Incredible.
So do I.
So it's half my movement to stand up, correct?
It is half your movement to stand up. That is correct.
Alright, and it's 5, 10...
Oh dear lord, why is he going closer? He has...
Right?
You're not the only one
I will tell you, Gordon, with a passive investigation of 14, you know that the bridge right there is warped.
That's fine. I'm just gonna call out, you're not the only one who can know, you're not the only one who knows the disappearing trick.
Oh yeah? Let's see yours. Oh shit, okay, what the fuck? I mean, I saw that coming! Gordon, you turn full invisible. Here's the question, do you want to keep moving after you turn invisible so that they don't know where you are?
Yep, I used my last 5 feet to take a step.
Fantastic. Gordon, is that the end of your turn? Do you want to give someone Bardic Inspiration?
I would appreciate one.
I could also, if I use one.
Hey, there's 2 people who could really use one.
Our
Our
DPS
DPS
You can give it to-
and our other
if-
DPS who's stuck.
If my plan doesn't need it, sorry, if my plan succeeds, I won't need it, so you can give it to Cedric.
Okay.
Gordon, what does your Bardic Inspiration feel like, sound like, look like?
I can only imagine that right now it's just like Appalachian banjo music.
You start combating the Herringon Bandits' bagpipes with your own music because you will not stand for this.
This is an abomination to my ears and these poor people.
I felt for
And-
sure you were just going to tell us an old farm story, and
Alistair,
No.
that is going to be you. You are restrained in the mud.
So I have
Is
two.
that right?
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
Instead of athletics, and I should have asked this last time, but I didn't think of it. I have mold earth. Can I just? And it's a 5-foot cube, and I'm a 3-foot cube. So can I just mold the earth surrounding me and just get out of the mud? It would still be an action.
Mud is both earth and water.
Okay.
So I am going to say it's more difficult than it would be normally because the water is resisting you while you can move the earth. So here's what I will say. Give me a wisdom check with proficiency. Essentially a spell attack roll.
Okay. A spell attack roll.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those, so I'll just do a wisdom with proficiency. My proficiency is a +2. Okay.
A wisdom save would be the same thing. I'm sure you.
Oh, yes. That's a fail?
I don't even.
That's an 8?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay. So that was sorry.
Yeah, I really want to help you with this.
That's
but
fine.
I'm 6 to 6.
That's fine. Okay, so that's my action. It fails. Here's my second question. Can I use my bunny hop to jump in the air? Like just vertical? I can jump 10 feet. Can I just jump 10 feet vertically?
The problem with that, I do like it.
And it would be my
The problem
bonus
with that,
action, so it's still, yeah.
While you are restrained, your speed is 0.
Ah.
You cannot benefit from any bonus to your speed.
Okay.
So, per the rules, no, I'm afraid not. The mud is constricting you to the point, and this feels like magic mud.
Okay.
This is not ordinary bullshit.
Okay.
This is magic bullshit.
This is magic bullshit right here.
I don't have any other bonus action spells.
Man, I'm so wishing I could
Look
look
at my bonus actions.
I will say that you hear Agden say, "The dog is a medic! Kill the dog!"
Fucking touch my dog and see what happens.
Do I have to say a medic? Can I stop being a medic?
Okay, I think that's all I had then. I could take the dodge action but then I'd have to use my last point of key, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to stay in the mud.
Gotcha.
I also don't know that I could dodge in mud. So
the darkness is basically giving you dodge action anyway.
Oh, that's true.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Next up we have some Paragon bandits who are going to start moving. How far are they? They're both too far to do that. So they're going to move here. And then the skiff is going to move about here-ish. It's going to shift to about there-ish. And this time, at the order of their grand leader, they are going to fire at Nephany. So there's going to be 2 attack rolls with disadvantage against Nephany. I don't have Nephany's AC pulled up. Shannon, can you tell me what that is?
I have it pulled up because I'm looking at what actions she can take.
It's what, I'm sorry?
It's 14.
14, gotcha. That is 1 hit and 1 miss on Nephany.
Cool.
So Nephany is going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I don't like that.
One of the arrows grazes past her leg, and she's still moving, but you can tell that she's moving a little bit slower. But she does manage to, like, duck past the next arrow that sails over her head.
Yeah, that's good. That's half her HP.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
It's a shame that next initiative order are the other Paragon bandits then.
Oh no.
We have 1, 2, and he tries to move forward, but just hits Gordon.
Is he smart
he goes,
enough? Though?
What? He swings his club trying to hit you. He does not know where you are, but he did fully run into you. So he knows that you're there. That's a hot nat 1, I'm afraid.
Right.
So that is nothing. He's gonna move to the side, like trying to swing around and actually just next up we have this guy. And he yells, There's an invisible guy! There's an invisible guy here! An invisible guy? Fuck off, invisible guy! It's gonna be another miss. He's gonna say, what invisible guy? Dude, you're crazy! He moved away from you, so you do get an opportunity attack against him if you so choose. I will tell you, if you attack, you lose invisibility.
That is right. I'll hold for a moment then. I need to make sure I'm in a good position for this.
Gotcha. Cedric, you have the only one to deal damage to Agdon, so this sniper over here is going to take aim at you.
He's not going to try to go after the dog like Agdon just said?
He is not. He seems to be rebellious.
Noted.
Your AC is 11, so that is going to hit you.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much to miss.
So you are going to take only 5 points of piercing damage. But I am going to need a concentration check for Hex.
Okay.
Just a DC 10 Constitution.
Whoops, that was not meant to be a disadvantage. Either way, I pass.
Regardless, you still pass on both of those rolls, so hey, good job. And next up, it is you, Cedric. And Agdon yells, I said the dog! And the other guy says, but he shot fire, boss! And Agdon says, oh yeah, I guess that's true.
And then on to Agnodon. Hexblade's Curse.
Hexblade's curse. Now he's just super cursed. He's got all this shit going on.
Oh, you're going for blood. Okay, I'll swap. You have.
Cedric, how high up in the air are you? You're still like only 2 feet above the bridge, or are you higher up?
Only 2 feet above the bridge.
Gotcha. Alright. That's your bonus action. What else are you doing?
Checking distance. Sadly, he's still not in range for the other one. Oh, sorry, not in range. He'd still take disadvantage because of
that is correct.
Let's see. Well, I can't spell, but I feel like I should save those. You know what? I hate this man. He's gonna take an Eldritch Blast to the face.
Alright, show me that Eldritch Blast to the face.
I hate my life.
I hate this man. I'm going to use a cantrip. Like, what is that? was a good cantrip. I was expecting something like big and something bigger than that.
My only other thing I could cast as a spell is Burning Hands, which we are on a wooden bridge.
You as you pass that and your blast goes wild, you hear him say, "Hey man, you want to make it easier and just like stand in front of you, just like hold still? It feels like you need it."
Cedric, it's a really good thing you said that because I didn't know about the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So it's a
fully wood.
Because I also have it.
I have not been using my strongest spell.
I also have it, and I would have used it at some point if I could escape this fucking mud.
Cedric, is at the end of your turn.
Yeah, because we know his AC is more than 15, so D6 wouldn't be worth it.
Alright. That is going to be Agdon himself next, and he is going to rush, and rush, and rush, and rush, and rush. As he moves, you see his scarf trailing out behind him. It's a good 15 feet behind him if this thing is moving. And he's constantly moving so quickly, it's always like fully horizontal from him. He's said that you are only 2 feet off the ground, so he's gonna attack you. He is not at disadvantage or anything to hit you, so it's just straight attacks. Okay. I see how the dice are killing today. I see how this is. I rolled 2 2s.
Oh dear.
And he has a solid bonus to hit. He doesn't have a +9. So those are going to be misses. Cedric, your curse is affecting him, and you still have enough Remnant Eldritch Blast that you actually coat your arms in your blast and bring them up to fend off his strikes. And Agdon, strikes out and stares at you and goes, "Oh, so there was a good fighter hiding in there somewhere after all." But he does not want to stick around to find out that he was there.
I have a dagger.
You do have the dagger. He is going to straight up run away. Which means he gets opportunity attacks from anyone who wishes to land them. To make them, rather. He goes, oops.
Making sure that the curse doesn't give me advantage. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
It does not.
Yeah. It does make my critical hit range a 19, however.
It does. So yeah, you can feel free to make an attack roll against him if you wish. Gordon, you're right next to him. Passive investigation to 14. I'm going to give you a bit of information since you're right next to him and he's not attacking you. And you don't get it because he's invisible to you. You don't see him at all.
Oh no.
Well, that's fair. Tit for tat. He can't see me, I can't see him.
Yeah.
I
There should be a little box so you can just put hex weapon on it.
I'm using World One.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fine.
no, there we go. I got it. It was just being rude.
That's a shame.
Ooh. Good hit, though.
Yeah, a 21 is gonna hit him. Cedric, you are doing a fair bit of damage to Agdon. As your attack lands, he turns to run away and you catch him with the dagger. And he, twists and strikes out of your dagger with his shield, but it doesn't hit quite as hard as it should. Mechanically, he just used Uncanny Dodge to have the damage took from your attack. So that 12 became 6. But I am going to give you a piece of information when that happens. Your dagger hits him, and it also hits his scarf. And he briefly, stutters, like he lost his speed when you were touching his scarf. And but he regains his footing and rockets away.
It's in his name. Why would he put his greatest strength and his greatest weakness in his name?
Amara, that is going to be your turn.
Yeah.
So I would like to cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Okay.
I mean, that's really all I can do. Why is that a roll?
Can Nephany help me out of the mud?
So that's
Definitely-
like additional damage on your next attack.
Okay.
Not necessarily. You can choose when to discharge it to do the extra damage.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Nope. It's an attack that you choose during its duration.
so I have a question about like the extra arrows that I have. Do I need? Is it an additional action, like a movement action or anything like that, to draw one of those?
Nope. It's just part of an attack.
Cool.
Oh, you're gonna try to nuke this man, aren't you?
I
Yeah.
I didn't actually roll advantage on that one, but it didn't matter.
But it does because of crits. So you still
I
should.
know.
Well, yeah, it's
Oh.
neutral, so...
Oh, then it's neutral.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that works.
Why is it? Oh, because you give yourself advantage with Zephyr Strike!
Why do you think I capped it?
Oh, I forgot that it gave you advantage. Yeah,
And he
a
just
23
used
is,
uncanny dodge.
a 23 is absolutely gonna hit, and he did just use his uncanny dodge.
And you know what I'm aiming for?
Are you aiming for a scarf?
With the weighted arrow, yes.
With the dead weight arrow?
The scarf becomes 50 pounds! Oh, he chokes to death! He dies because the scarf chokes him!
Amara. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so I'm gonna say
Attack quick.
with this, your attack is not going to do damage. It is going to restrain him.
I did that. That was the plan.
Amara, you load up that concrete arrow in the malachite wind, and you feel the wind pick up around you as you draw it back, and you hear this exultant cry as you summon the power of the wind to your command. The bow almost feels surprised as you do this, because it's used to its wind, and now you've claimed that and made it yours. And you fire that arrow, and Agdon looks at it and says, "You couldn't hit the broadside of a..." As your arrow catches right at the edge of his scarf and causes him to sail backwards and land prone and pinned against the
Is there a
void
chance
of
he
the
falls into the mud when he flies backwards?
road. He was not near any of the broken slats, so
Oh.
no, unfortunately. But he is pinned and restrained, and he goes, Why is this so heavy? Amara, do you want to move? That was fucking amazing.
That was beautiful.
Do I want to move? Yeah, probably. I want to move closer to my friends. And I would like Nephany. What's her movement speed? Her movement speed's 40?
Yeah, her movement is 40. You hear the Herondon go, boss? And Agdon goes, get me out of this!
You also heard Alistair be like, "Can Nephany help me out of the mud?"
I mean, if Nephany gets down there, it's harder for her to get back up.
Yeah, I mean, she could technically...
Nephany was hoping getting back up, but she would be able to either make athletics checks herself or give him advantage, the help action.
She could give him the help action.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I don't really want her in battle. Yeah, she would go and give him the help action.
Nephany is going to leap down onto the ground right here, and she can do one or the other. She can either give him the help action or make a check herself to get him out.
How's her strength?
With stronger athletics.
I have a -1 athletics, so what's her athletics?
Hers is +1.
That's a 2-point difference. That could make
Yeah.
or break.
Okay. Probably make her own athletics check, I guess?
Alright, Nephany is going to... and she is going to... Nephany drags you out of the mud. She got a 13 on her check.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh shit, you also rolled a 13. Nice.
That's
Oh,
funny.
Nephany... Well, actually, I rolled a 12 +1. You got a... Oh no, that's exactly what you got. So Nephany is going to, Alistair, drag you onto solid ground over here.
Okay.
I'm a medic and a rescue dog.
Yes, thank you, Nephany. That was
You want a
great.
good berry?
Nephany, that was great.
Hey!
Yeah, I'll take a good berry, sure.
Unfortunately, she doesn't have an action to give you.
You got a bonus action, Nephany? You got a bonus action?
Not to give you a good berry, she doesn't.
You can
Dang.
take it from her, though. You can
That
take
is
it from her
going
right
to
here,
be
though.
Gordon next.
Alright.
Mr. Gordon, what you got for us? I will tell you, Gordon, you see that once Agdon got pinned, all of his bandits suddenly don't know what to do. The proverbial head has been very nearly cut off.
Intimidation checks!
Cut him down.
I'm gonna body check this dude into the mud. It's
This
not
one right here?
Yes.
Fantastic. Gordon, give me an athletics check with advantage, because he does not know you are coming. He will also be making one to oppose you.
I
Ooh,
hope you're right.
those dreaded 8s, man! We just keep rolling
Lord.
symmetrical 8s!
On athletics checks, too.
Half proficiency, my ass.
He did get a 13, so I'm so sorry.
Oh,
You
dear.
bum rush him, and you come out of invisibility, and he goes, ah! I guess I'm gonna fuck you up! Gordon, do you have any other movement or bonus actions you want to take?
Yes, because I'm gonna need this.
You're gonna healing word yourself, aren't you?
Oh no!
Oh. Oh.
My
I
second.
feel like I've done something to y'all.
My second.
Yeah,
level.
JD, did you put Roll20 in hard mode today? You have to select...
I think I did.
You have
I
to
think
select
I
the
activated
difficulty.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, you have to select the
dear.
difficulty when you load it up. I think that's what's going on.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I didn't
Over
wanna
here on
play-
the toggle.
Yeah.
I didn't want to play proud mode today, thank you.
Yeah. You put all the enemies on difficult, like in Mario Party or Monopoly.
Just, I put the enemy AI on difficult, and it affected your dice, too. I see. Gordon, do you want to move? There's nowhere you can go that wouldn't provoke an attack from one of them. Yep, there's the only space you can move to that wouldn't provoke from one of them.
Well, I'm just saying, if I do this, that means Cedric has advantage on this poor dude while I focus on him.
I actually
Cedric
think we
is
should be
going
focusing on the leader who's stuck, but that's just me.
I
Alistair,
have
that's
7
you.
health. I'm gonna try to survive as long as possible. That
Okay.
includes not fucking attacks.
So, I will... I know I could just jump, but if I jump, it's an athletics check, and I suck at those, and I don't want to fall back in the mud.
Alistair, I'm gonna say you can bunny hop to get up there.
But,
I'm gonna say you can bunny hop vertically.
yes, but that would be my bonus action. Okay. So,
Yes, it would. That is true, but you wouldn't need to make a check.
yes, that's that, yeah. I was...
And it wouldn't
yeah.
count against your movement.
Yes. Alright, so, I will go this way. That's 5, 10 feet.
Bye!
Bye, Daphne, thank you.
You're welcome! I'm happy to be helping!
Out of curiosity, I know the eye was that I was blinded. Was the other symbol for when I was on fire?
No, that was for when you were restrained in the mud.
Oh, okay. Oh, I had put my own, like, netting thing on. That's why I was confused.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Okay,
No,
cool.
that was just for the mud.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I can now move 40 feet.
Sure can, buddy.
Oh, I fucking...
Make sure that I know what each of those squares are.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I'm not mad. I'll get up to where Gordon is safely, so I can do the 20 feet safely without any problems, because I've seen Gordon and people do it.
Sure.
So...
I thought you were in the mud! Damn it!
I'm out of the mud now! Also, here's my question... Oh no, okay, only the 10 feet from Rabbit Hop doesn't provoke, so it doesn't help me now. Okay. So...
I mean, you can always punch one of the tiny ones.
I know.
You could.
Alright, I'm going to, unfortunately, Oh, I can just get flanking myself right now. I'll just do that. And then I'll move out of the way so Gordon can get it, so Cedric can get it after me. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you won't
absolutely.
Have Cedric get it. Just don't worry about that part.
Okay, cool. So. That's gonna... Oh, do I want... No. Alrighty. So that's just gonna be a attack with advantage. Oh, fuck my life. 12?
A 12 does not
I
hit.
didn't
I'm
think,
so
didn't
sorry.
think so.
You
Bonus.
have a lot of mud still slowing you down, and the guy brings up his club to, like, slam against your fist. You end up like sort of an impromptu blade lock against him.
And I already used my bonus action, so that's me. I guess I have additional movement, but I don't really know that I want to use it. Yeah.
Alright, that is the end of Alistair's turn. Next up, we have the other skiff of people. I guess we keep going. The last thing he said was kill the dog, right? Yeah, that works for me.
Oh, no.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there are more bunnies than I have realized.
Yeah. I think we gotta take down the big guy, because I think there's way too many bunnies here, guys.
Oh, don't worry, I'll kill him.
Like sooner rather than later? Okay, cool, great.
He's not going anywhere.
I mean, he might be able to escape, that's what I'm worried about.
They are going to take out slings and try to shoot rocks at Nephany. That's 1 hit. That is 2 hits on Nephany.
Oh,
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Oh.
That is going to be a total of 10 points of damage to Nephany.
She's down.
Nephany gets hit with 2 rocks, and she collapses to the ground.
Alright. Within range.
In
Alright.
the immortal words of Brennan Mulligan, gonna kill that dog. And then the skiff over here is gonna move here, and they are going to, it's actually a toss-up if they shoot at Amara or Cedric, because they haven't seen pretty much anything that happened. That's 1 attack at Amara, 1 attack at Cedric, both at disadvantage. Amara, that is a miss against you. Cedric, that is a hit against you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought so.
Guys, I only have so many healing words.
Cedric, you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
Guess who's at 1 HP?
Oh my god!
Oh no!
And that is Hex gone. That's one of them.
Hey, if you guys are gonna shoot stuff, you should shoot me! I yell out loud.
They kind of share a glance, and you can see them muttering, why would we do that after we said
Also, stop me. They're within 30 feet, right?
They are not. They are 40 feet away from you.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's upsetting.
No.
Frustrating.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I lied. It's 60 feet. Hellish Rebuke!
Oh, shit! Alright. Okay, they make a dexterity saving
Ignore
throw.
that top part. Ignore that top part.
The dexterity saving throw is a failure. They are going to take 16 points of fired. You rolled Cedric, you straight up kill one of these guys with that Hellish Rebuke. His arrow trails into you and like grazes across your side, and you grab where the arrow was in one hand, and your shadow lets out this exultant cry as it gathers in your hand, lights ablaze, and travels along the path of the arrow towards the Harengon. And you hear it say, "What the fuck?" Boom! As the shadow combusts at the point of origin for that arrow, and the Harengon collapses to the ground in a burned heap. You hear his friend go, "What the fuck?"
Rotting hell.
That was kind of like what I did earlier. Yeah.
Except not as cool.
Yeah, no, he obviously learned it from me, though. Like, he took what I did and then he changed
other
it. He
Harengon
made it.
bandits, and you hear them go, "What the fuck?" And this one's...
May I roll intimidation?
You absolutely may roll intimidation. You just did more damage than they have health.
15.
On a 15, what does Cedric say?
If you don't want to end up like him, run.
Here's what I am going to do. Agadon is going to roll a
And
persuasion check against that.
Oh.
Okay.
Can he have disadvantage?
It sounds like he failed anyway.
It's fine, he doesn't need disadvantage. Agadon goes, "Don't you dare run, you cowards!" And this one, let's see. So you beat him by 8 points. So I am going to roll... Cedric, you say that, And these two over here, like, look at each other, and they fully turn around. They fully turn around. And you get the impression that this guy on the skiff over here does not want to be here either. These three are nearer to Agdon, and they're still fighting. This guy also didn't really see what happened over there.
You can still see a giant blaze of fire.
He saw a burst of fire, but he didn't see that it charred one of his friends. And we are going to have an arrow come at Cedric, and then these rabbits are going to attack Gordon and Alistair. So there's an attack roll with disadvantage against Cedric. Cedric, that is going to be a miss against you.
Hey!
Oh, thank God. I got Strength of the Grave, though. Cedric's still up for at least one more round.
That's true. If you make that charisma saving throw. And then we have an attack roll against Gordon that is going to miss, and an attack roll against Alistair that is also going to miss.
Yes!
They are rattled. Like, they are seeing you rally, and they do not know if they want to be in this fight anymore.
You want me to break them, guys?
Cedric! That's going to be you, buddy. What are you doing?
In this pattern, to get behind this man, and without proccing any attack of opportunities.
Sure.
It's gonna move over here. And then...
Cedric, throw me a quick perception check as you get closer.
Let me find perception.
It's somewhere around there. Cedric, there's a lot happening, and like Gordon and Alistair and the other two Herringon bandits are like pretty loudly yelling and grunting as they engage in combat. Still, under that din, you think you hear Agdon Longscarf crying?
This is gonna be fun.
I think his name is now Heavy Scarf.
Oh no.
Cedric, take the rest of your turn. What are you doing?
The skid is like below the...
The skiff is below the bridge, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna set it on fire.
Definitely we should keep one of the boats, because then we can take one of the boats. But yeah, you can set one of them on fire.
The guy on the skiff looks at you as you gather fire in your hands, and he goes, "Oh no."
Oh, it didn't do the damage.
The fact that it is wet is going to affect this.
Well, I'm still hitting the guy.
No, you absolutely are. So she's gonna make a dexterity saving throw. God, they can't save for shit. That is super gonna fail. He's gonna take the full 7 damage. He is not down yet, though. Oh, wait. No, yes he is. Yes, he is down. Rest in pieces, Herringon Bandit. You fully knock that one out and light the interior of the boat ablaze with the burning hands. Cedric, those two are burning to death.
And then as he's doing the flames, his shadow, guides his other hand as he does the offhand dagger into the Herringon behind him.
How?
For offhand, it's just when you've attacked, I believe.
When you make the attack action, you can 2-weapon fight.
The spell not count as an attack action?
Does not.
It does not.
Okay, because you let me do it last time when I casted a cantrip.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, that I should not have done that. I apologize. When you offhand attacks have to be done after taking the attack action. They cannot be done after a spell attack.
The cantrips and stuff I think could work for like Eldritch Knights or Arcane Tricksters or things like that, but I don't know about that though.
Okay then. That is fair. In that case, I'll just transport 2 sorcery points into another first level spell slot.
Fantastic. You'll set those two ablaze. Next up is Agdon Longscarf. Agdon is going to make an athletics check to attempt to escape this grapple.
Buddy's athletic checks.
Well, yeah, he's still a Herringon. Like, this isn't a great ability score for him. Amara, because of the dead weight arrow, I am going to set the DC for this athletics check at 18.
Nice.
I'm going to roll this on the board.
Chances are he has a negative strength.
This is like full box of doom. He has a 0 to strength.
Yeah!
If he gets an 18 or higher, he passes and escapes your pin. If not, he's still pinned.
Okay.
Also, if you guys can deal with this bunny, I can slash at that guy.
If he does escape, would he not be wearing the scarf anymore?
No, he would have pulled the arrow out.
Oh, not like pulled the scarf
he
off!
had succeeded,
I see.
but he got 1/3 of what he needed to escape that pin. So he is, in fact, still pinned.
Nice.
And what? And as he attempts to pull, and you hear him, and he fails to escape. And you hear something a little bit surprising, probably to everyone but Cedric. You hear him yell out, "Please don't kill me! Please!"
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
And the other Harangon bandits kind of stop, and they look over at where Agden's voice is coming from, and he's just like, "Please, I don't want to be trapped again! I don't want to be killed! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Please don't kill me!" He's full on bawling. He is weeping. He's like flinging his legs and arms in a full tantrum.
He went from ballin' to bawling.
He did. He absolutely did. And they all just stop. What does Cedric do?
He's just staring that man down. There's no hope for him.
They just look at each other and they go, "Wow." And both of these two are going to toss their clubs to the ground.
Alistair's like, "I'm the Harangon leader now!"
Oh my god, no, Alistair.
And the two of them go, "Fuck, I guess you are, dude." And this one looks and goes, "Oh my god, they're dying!" This boat has completely collapsed to the ground, and the Harangon bandits inside of it are dead. They have burned to death in the wreckage of the skiff that is sinking into the mud.
Oh, I was gonna offer to, like, maybe heal them.
They were in a burning
They were
ship.
dead.
There was no way.
I don't think Cedric has, brutally murdered anyone here.
Oh,
And the shadow goes, "They deserved it." And you hear from over here, "They killed one of us over here too!" And these Harangon have just fully given up. They're like, "I guess you're the boss now."
wait, actually.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
Kind of,
but
guess.
I do say to Amara, I'm like, "Amara, you can have the real power. I'm just like the shadow leader because I'm a Harangon, but you can have, because you did it, so you can."
I didn't kill anybody.
Not kill, but you
He's
stopped.
still
You stopped.
weeping and
Yeah.
blubbering on the ground.
You
and
stopped
begging
him.
for his life.
You stopped him.
Yeah. Cedric just puts the dagger to his throat. It's like,
Please, 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 don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
Mara immediately goes to Nephany to try and get her out.
should have asked that beforehand.
Cedric, do you murder this man?
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Gordon, do you do anything to stop him as he slits Agdon's throat?
very much
Not
so.
fair. Amara's not fair.
Yeah. there
Can
you go.
I get opposed athletics checks? Assuming Cedric, do you like try to fight past Gordon to kill
Cedric put a
Agdon?
curse on this man. He is going to kill him.
I'm gonna need opposed athletics checks.
Yeah, okay.
Cedric, you see the dagger pressing against Agdon's throat as his screams and pleads get louder, and you hook your arms under Cedric's armpits and drag him away.
Will you give it 3 minutes of thought? This is the closest lead we have to that Blight Straw woman, and I'll be damned if we don't milk it for all it's worth
Yep,
first.
I'll tell you anything! I'll tell you anything! You want to just don't kill me! 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 Amara, you get down to Nephany, no problem. You pop a good berry in her mouth. She's fine.
Yeah.
Do I need to, does she
Now
need
I'm
to
medic.
pull it out? Okay.
The rabbit over here says, if you want to ride on the skiff, we can get you up.
Yeah, no, this is our boat now.
Hey, Alistair, make a dexterity saving throw.
For what?
For a rotten plank.
For what?
You're standing on a rotten
Okay.
plank.
I thought I stood here earlier. Did I not? Because I never made it this
No.
far because I fell here.
That one.
That's okay. What I would say is because I didn't know in character that there was one over here. Because yep, gotcha. Fuck me.
This is really just me being.
Oh, but it's my own fault. It's my own fault. My hubris.
Your hubris.
Stephanie can probably
17.
get you out again, I guess.
You're totally fine. You get out. No problem. You jump past it. No problem.
Then I say, this is our boat. I'm the captain now.
That is a very good question, Gordon. You actually can see him. You also see his branding iron on, in the mud beneath him. He dropped it during his frantic flailing.
Noted. But that can wait.
But yes, you can see him. So, I'm sorry, Alistair, you jumped onto the skiff with the rabbit, and
I'd like to row the boat. I'd like the boat to go over to the rest of the party.
It's gonna take longer than it would take to walk.
You think so? I think the boats are better.
I'm gonna do you a solid here, Kyle, and I'm gonna give you control of the boat.
Yeah!
Oh wait, can it go under the thing?
You can go under the bridges.
Okay, fine, I'll jump on the boat.
The rabbit's gonna be-
Come on the boat!
Hey!
Oh my god, this is incredible.
For flavor, Alistair rocks the boat, specifically when you try to get in it, just to joke around. He's like, nah, yeah, you can get in.
Stephanie almost falls in the mud.
Oh no.
She's good though. She's fine. She's okay.
I have a boat, guys!
Alright, so Gordon, what are you doing over there with Agdon?
So I'm just kind of squatting here, boot knife in hand, just kind of waiting for him to catch his breath. Will you stop blubbering and have some self-respect, man? Are we done?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I got it out of me.
Now, Bavlorna, the more you tell us, the more time you buy for yourself. I suggest spilling.
I like that. Bavlorna
Sideways.
lives in Downfall, is a frog person, has a bunch of little frog people, she steals, she has a gourd! Gourd! You stole the gourd! You have the gourd. She has a,
Your information, Bob.
I'm trying!
Wait, about the gourd! Is there a way to undo the gourd?
I don't know. Probably.
See, that right there answering that might get you away with a maiming instead of a murdering. Come on.
I don't know, okay?
You were given
a gourd and told us to steal memories with it.
You were given a magic tool, but never told how to, undo it if you needed to?
Why would she tell us how to undo it? She doesn't want us to undo it. She wants it to be just like an always thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a sinister idea.
Oh dear, I'm disturbed.
Why don't we take your memories then?
Because you can't.
Oh, we can't. Yeah, the vase doesn't work.
So only I or what's her face? Oh, I gave it to someone. What was her name?
Oh,
I don't remember. I'm
Right,
under a lot of stress. I don't remember her name, but it was the bandit who you beat up to take it in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, the memory function doesn't work for us. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't mean how to undo the memories. I meant how to undo the curse, but you're right. You wouldn't know that because why would she tell you that? Yeah.
One of the other Harangon bandits says he doesn't know much about Bavlorna because he's as scared of her as he is of you now. And Agdon says, "Hey!"
Well, smart man, because my buddy over there really wants to rip you limb from limb, and I'm getting close to letting him.
And you're giving Harangons a bad name. You are like one of the first Harangons I've met, and you are a terrible example.
I just imagine he's freaked out by the lightly bleeding purple blood from Cedric because he's currently at 1 HP with a murder.
Oh, it's bad. It's all bad for Agdon right now. And Agdon says, "Look, I made a deal with her, okay? With Bavlorna. Like, she got me down from where I was imprisoned, and in return I had to give her one of everything I stole.
What's your scarf do? Because I think I want it.
It wouldn't work. He gets, like, he gets immediately, like, defensive. It wouldn't work for you.
Why not?
Because it's magic. It's mine.
I can do magic.
You know, magic tends to, like, work on other people.
Yeah, magic works on other people, so, why don't you tell...
It's mine! It's part of me! You can't take it!
Well, if you're dead, we take it off your dead body. If you're alive, we take it off your alive body. It's up to you. We can take it warm, or we can take it...
Or blunt about that, could you?
We can take it...
It's part of me! I can't give it to you!
Oh, you mean it's, like, physically attached to you? Like you were born with it?
Alistair, actually, anyone who wants you can give me either an Arcana check or an Insight check.
Okay.
And Arcana will be into the nature of the scarf itself. Insight would be into the truth of what
It's clearly his umbilical cord.
Cool.
What was that? Insight or what?
Insight to determine the like intent and motive behind what Agdon is saying, or Arcana to determine the nature of the scarf itself.
Cedric is just too blinded by bloodlust.
That's totally fair.
We all did insight. Nobody has a good Arcana.
All did insight. Cedric, this guy deserves to die. Every word he says brings him closer to death in your eyes. Amara and Alistair, actually no, all three of you, the rest of you, you can tell he's far too terrified to lie to you.
Okay.
He would say anything to get out of this right now, which means that if he's not giving it to you, it's because he cannot.
Okay. Like the scarf is like soul-bound or something. Okay.
Functionally, as far as you can tell, yes. At least he does not know a way of actually passing it on to you.
What if I'm sorry. I just thought of making a scarf out of him, including the scarf, so it'd be like a double-length scarf.
God.
Hey, I threatened to turn this guy into a rug earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all all be fucked up. Y'all all be fucked up.
Get the brand.
What do you know
I'm
about...
sorry. Amara, give me a dexterity saving throw.
What? Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Anybody who walked over.
Cedric's been flying this whole time.
Yeah.
We had this tense moment, and then all of a sudden just cracked.
Oh, Amara falls into the mud!
Amara, you are in fact going to fall into the mud.
Bye, honey.
Is there anything I can do to maybe, like, give her advantage or something?
Or could Nephany, like, grab her as she
because
falls?
that's a reactionary thing.
Yeah.
So you can't give advantage on saving throws.
That's fine.
But Amara, you are fully in the mud and you are restrained. However, we're not in combat.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to get pulled out, but you are dirty.
Grab that brand that he has.
The brand is somewhere around here-ish.
I'm gonna go get it. And then
Cedric, it has gone pretty deep into the mud. Give me a perception check or investigation check to find it.
which one's better?
I have a spell I could find it, I think.
I'm gonna also roll that d6 for inspiration.
You know what would be... Yeah, go for it.
11.
I was going to do something really mean to you on that 5, so I'm glad you rolled the d6. I was going to have you grab the hot end of it and deal 2 points of fire damage to yourself and knock yourself out.
Oh,
Well,
no!
My charisma save is literally at minimum. I pass.
Oh, that's true, but I would have forced you to use Strength of the Grave for the day, so that would have been fun. But you do find the brand. Cedric, as you hold the brand, you don't detect any sort of magic in it. As your hand closes around it, around the handle, it's not even hot. The actual light, the lit end of the brand has gone out completely. Agdon is waiting to see if you have any more questions for him before he starts begging for his life like a coward again.
I didn't know if Cedric was going to ask anything about the brand or not.
Fair.
Currently wants to kill this guy. He's not asking any
Cool.
questions.
Hey, I noticed that the brand isn't, like, lit up like it was before.
But Lorna gave me that brand, and it only works for me like the scarf! Maybe you can make Bavlorna make it work for you?
Good idea. Does the scarf actually come off of you? Or is it
No!
No? It's like connected to you?
I can't take it
You
off.
can't take it off. Okay.
Oh, that explains why he hasn't tried to leave yet.
Yeah, you think? I don't want to be here.
Honestly, I just thought it was ridiculous.
Wait, but that also means that the scarf is like a leash. So if we wanted to keep you around long term, we could do that.
Let the cranes have at him. Find his arms and legs, leave him tied in.
What cranes?
The cranes from before. They're
The ones we
probably
killed?
around.
Yeah, the cranes are dead. Unless there's more.
There are absolutely more in the
Okay.
swamp, but you don't know where they are.
What do you know about her book?
Book? What book? Bavlorna has a lot of books, I think, maybe, probably? I guess she reads?
Is there one that she's been looking
really
for in
wet in her
particular
cabinet.
that she's been trying to have you find?
Gordon, give me a dex save.
Or no?
We have a boat now, guys! Stop randomly walking around in the woods when we have a boat!
I wanted to jump over the boat!
Sidestep.
Congratulations, you do not fall in the mud.
Good lord.
That was a close one.
I'm sorry, who asked on a thing last?
I asked
About the
if-
book, right?
Yeah.
No, she didn't ask me for any, but she's never asked me to steal anything specific.
Was one of everything you steal?
Yeah, she just likes things.
What if you steal an odd number? Does she just get it?
Yeah?
Okay.
Like, if I stole 7 things, she'd get 1.
What if you only steal one thing?
Then she gets it.
Okay, that's what I was
why I
wa-
would never just steal 1 thing.
Because maybe that's all somebody has. They have one thing.
Oh, also, I guess I should, he's gonna drop a pouch on the ground, and Cedric, all of your money is in that pouch.
You take my money.
Yeah. When I tried to hit you a whole bunch.
Oh,
took your
that's
money.
actually a good idea. I would like to do an investigation to see if he's got any shit on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me an investigation check.
Can I do perception instead after I asked to do investigation?
You may not.
I would also like to investigate because if we're shaking
One of
this
you
dude
could
down-
give the
Yeah,
other the
I
help
give
action.
Gordon the help action.
There you go. There you go.
Washa.
Ha-cha-cha.
17.
Good.
Hey, Gordon.
And
you go
Alistair.
rifling through Agdon's pockets as he just kind of lays limp and lets you do it. Gordon, you search through him and you find 7 gold pieces and 7 silver pieces. Gordon,
I literally just doubled my money.
Gordon, those
Alistair
are your
also
7
found
gold.
that.
When you go to put those in your coin pouch, you don't have 7 gold and 7 silver.
Oh, you little bastard!
Can we stab him yet?
No, please, no! Please.
He's a bit pathetic at this point. It'd be kind of...
I'm wondering if there's something we can. I'm wondering if there's something we can do with him being alive to our advantage. Obviously, Cedric wants to kill him. I get it. He's nasty. But is there something that gives us an advantage while he's alive?
I can lead you to downfall.
I think we use one of your buddies to do that. I'm king. Oh, I know.
This one says,
he
yeah,
looks at.
we all know the way to downfall.
Yeah, he looks. I look at him and I go, I'm the king of the rabbits now.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So what can you give us that's not the other rabbits can't?
My everlasting love and affection?
I just pull out my rapier and gently rest the tip on his chest.
I don't know what you want! I was told by Bavlorna to capture you and I lost and now I'm gonna die!
Yeah.
Why?
Do you know any good hair?
Wait, what did Amara say?
Capture us why?
Because Bavlorna said? Because you beat up my other bandits?
Well, yeah, that was my question. It was post the bandits, post the vase. That's when she wanted us captured before that.
Yeah, she told me like yesterday to go get you.
Oh, okay.
She gave me your descriptions.
Well, you really need to check your vetting process. Your boys ran pretty quick. We didn't steal shit. It's more they left it behind.
No, I stabbed her. to
In
death.
fairness, you knocked out that bandit and stole it off of her body.
Yeah.
I was in the darkness. I did not perceive this.
Are there any...
Therefore, I did
That's
not have
fair.
Do you know of any good Harengon? Like friendly, nice, non-bandit Harengon?
My Harengon, they're all good.
Sorry, non-bandit, murderous Harengon.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh.
Sorry.
Is that just because you don't know them, or are all Harengons thieves and murderers?
I mean, that's kind of racist, don't you think?
No, I'm asking if you're racist.
Against all Harengon?
I'm a Harengon too!
Yeah, if you're a racist, it sounds like. What's up with that?
You just told me that you don't know any good Harengons, so that's
You
why
should check your prejudice, buddy.
God damn it!
Look, I don't know any Harengon who are in Hither who are not in my game.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's what I should have asked.
Cedric, throw me a quick charisma check to see if you can make contact.
My sheet broke. 1 moment.
That's a shame. You should fix it.
I am.
Shane, you should use D&D Beyond.
No. Because it's just spacing thing. I just need to make it bigger again.
Cedric, on a 22, you reach out and make contact with that consciousness that is never too far from your mind. And you hear back, a pathetic whelp like him has nothing to offer me but his blood.
I thought of a question.
I
Now's
feel
the
you
time.
answer.
I gotta face this guy.
Because I'm real afraid that after that, Cedric's gonna just stab because his patron told him to. And I didn't hear that, though, so like...
Yeah. But if Alistair has a question, Alistair
Cedric
can ask a
going
question.
in for the killing blow again.
Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Okay, so my question, while Cedric is talking to his patron, my question is, can you tell us anything about Bavlorna's base, her house, or whatever she lives in, a castle, a tree, whatever she lives in? Can you tell us about it and, like, how we could get in and stuff?
I know she has a clothesline that attaches to the mainland of Downfall. Maybe you can climb across that? I know that the bullywogs of Downfall make pretty frequent, like the current monarch makes trips out to her cottage. Maybe you could ask them, or you could just walk there. But if you walk there, her warnlings will definitely see you, so be careful about that. Does that answer your question? Can I live, please?
Any more
Please, God?
questions,
I
guys?
think that was it. Yes, thank you.
Do I need to insight Cedric, or does he just look like he's going
I don't think there's any hiding his murderous intent.
Any more questions?
Amara's gonna grab Cedric's hand and say, I think this is enough. It's one thing killing an enemy when you're in the middle of a fight. It's another thing to kill somebody as helpless as him.
But if we let him go, won't he just go to Bavlorna and ask for help and then...
She already knows we're coming. Why does it matter?
I guess that's fair.
And this Harengon behind you is going to say, I've been... Kyle, you're echoing, FYI.
Oh, okay.
He's going to say,
1 second.
I've been...
Oh.
Kyle, are we back?
Yes.
Perfect. I've been with Agdon to see Bavlorna. She doesn't tolerate failure well. If he knows what's good for him, he'll make himself scarce. And Agdon's going to look and say, But Bart, I thought we were friends. And Bart is going to say, yeah, that's before you started throwing a tantrum, buddy. Like, we're not friends. You were my boss? And that was... bleh.
Oh no.
And Agdon just like... and Bart's gonna say, Look, we're gonna tell the other guys back at camp what happened. Nobody's gonna screw with you guys again. And if we're not gonna work with him.
Is there any chance
we'll go... Huh?
Is there any chance you could only steal from bad people from now on? Sorry, I rephrased that. As leader of the Harengon, I insist you only steal from bad people from now on.
And who defines what's bad?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a moral compass thing, but...
I guess I'll just give people a morality test
Yeah.
before we take their stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
Like, hey, you see a burning building with a baby inside.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah! And if they let the baby die, you steal their stuff.
Really?
Yeah!
You know, I really wish I still had more juice
This
left in me.
guy is gonna look over at Cedric because it's pretty clear to him that Cedric is the guy with the firepower. And he's like, you see him silently ask you, do we have to?
Running into a burning building is not the smartest unless you're of my lineage.
Okay, don't make it a burning building, but like,
Wait,
the
what?
question should be...
No, that's not what I was...
Oh no.
Do we have to do the morality test thing? That's
Oh,
what
fuck
I'm
no.
asking. Thank
fuck
you.
no. Ignore that,
one of
man.
you-
Oh, okay, cool. We're just gonna release these thieves to go out and murder and steal from people?
Hey! We don't kill.
You don't
all
kill?
right? You guys apparently do. We don't kill.
Yeah, and you better scamper. Otherwise.
Alright, I guess if you're not stealing memories anymore and you're also not killing, it's fine.
Alright, I'm outie. Peace.
I was gonna say, if they don't leave, I'm just gonna leisurely point the crossbow over my shoulder.
Oh lord.
Can I get wisdom checks from the party real quick?
Alistair looks at Cedric and he's like, you didn't have to undermine me.
Not good.
I found a people and I was trying to get them to embrace me and it's...
I don't know why that was an advantage for you, Gordon.
I don't know why either, but it was 11.
Damn, taking the 11. Alistair, you gonna roll for me?
Oh, I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
Straight wisdom check.
Okay.
Okay.
22.
Amara and Alistair, as the Harringons turn to leave, you realize that having a guide to Downfall would make your trip a lot.
Oh yeah, they already told us they'd take us. That's why
Yeah, but then you told them to leave.
I didn't say that.
Gordon about to aim a crossbow at them.
Oh,
No,
guys!
someone else said to leave.
No, guys!
Cedric did. Cedric is not
Cedric told them to leave.
Yeah,
That
no.
was it.
I speak up again and I'm like, hey, I'm the rabbit leader! Take us to Downfall!
one of them.
I mean, I'm gonna be real here. That guy killed 2 of our number with fire.
Yes, but he's not a Harengon!
Yeah, but he told us to leave.
Yeah, but he's not a Harengon!
Yay. You can decide who.
Either Agdon or one of those.
Oh no. I have a special
The
thing.
2 of them are gonna real quick rock, paper, scissors to see who has to take you to Downfall.
Please don't Agdon. I'm begging you.
I'm not
And-
killing him.
This one loses and goes, fine. But you owe me. Sorry.
I'm not killing him.
Hey, my name is Terrence.
Hi, Terrence.
Hi. I guess I'll be showing you the way to Downfall. It's gonna be real cramped in this skiff, but I can get you there.
Much appreciated.
You, any of you guys good at rowing?
I think you're rowing, Clarence. Terrence.
My name's Terrence.
There you
and
go,
it takes
Terrence.
2 rowers.
I think you're rowing. What?
It takes 2.
Gordon can help.
There's gonna be like 6 of us in here. It's gonna take 2 of us to row.
Gordon
Well-
is the strongest. I'm gonna look down at Agdon. Are you right or left-handed?
I'm ambidextrous?
Pick one. Cedric will go over with his dagger and with one slice chop off his left hand.
Oh, I'm not watching this.
Yeah. You absolutely just do that.
As he mutters in Infernal for like, how do I word that? In utterance to Kudana, essentially.
Ooh.
You chant in Infernal as you cut his hand off, and he screams in pain. Before, there was like a certain degree of performative nature to his blubbering. This is agony that he is in. And Cedric, as you cut that hand off, that was your hacked weapon you cut him with, your hex weapon, right? As you cut his hand off, you feel a surge as his hand is wrapped in violet flame, and consumed.
Ooh.
looks
Terrence
back to the
over here
screaming.
is like, what the fuck? Alright, I guess we're going. Bye, Agden. And he's still screaming in agony.
I know you took his hand, but I almost think we would have maybe cut his scarf or like see if that could have taken the magic out of it by cutting it. But
I mean, if
Getting
you want
the
to do that, go ahead.
And
Real quick before we leave, yes or no? Somebody answer. Yes or no?
to what? My question?
No context. Yes or no?
Oh,
Yes.
I refuse.
yes.
I don't know.
well, we had someone answer yes.
He gets the 4.
Oh, Alistair gets 4 points of healing?
No.
He's the bad guy. He's healing the bad guy.
Agdon gets 4 points of healing. You hear his screams kind of peter off as your healing starts to quench the bleeding, but it doesn't fully work. And if he doesn't get out of that pin soon, he's gonna bleed to death.
Oh, he's still pinned?
Yeah, he's still pinned.
Oh.
Y'all didn't set him free.
Well,
I'm gonna say Cedric would have unpinned him. He's not that cruel.
Cedric, give me an athletics check.
Okay, let's see.
But yeah.
There's a 50-pound arrow stuck in his scarf.
that's a...
You know what? It's not a nat 1. Cedric, I think you give it a half-hearted try for appearance's sake. I don't think you actually tried.
You willingly failed, basically.
That's
Does
fair.
the arrow last a certain number of
Until
hours?
it's taken out of whatever it's in.
Which means he needs to succeed on the athletics.
I mean, isn't there... Can I just chop the arrow to maybe... I don't know.
You know, I
You
would
could
imagine...
could break the arrow. It would still get an athletics check because the arrow itself is solid. It's not made of wood.
I would also say, for all we know, the magic is in the arrow head or something, so we don't actually know.
Possibly.
I say just cut the scarf where it's pinned.
Yes, that would serve 2 functions, because 1, we'd be cutting his scarf, yay, and 2, we'd be freeing him. Yeah, I approve of that. Get rid of that fucking scarf and free him.
Oh, you
Or
do
did you
it.
try it?
I'll try
I
it.
try it.
The scarf cannot be cut.
Cannot be cut, cool.
Cannot be cut. It's magical.
I mean, I can't. Maybe I can. I don't know. I don't have
I can't
such a-
lift the thing.
Amara, you feel a whispering in your mind. You think through the malachite wind you might be able to dispel the arrow's magic.
I do that then.
Yeah, you do that, and the arrow clatters. And it turns to sand, basically, around itself. And Agdon gasps and sits upright and cradles his wrist stump as the party moves on. And we are back to hither as Terrence in the skiff takes you past the rest of the wooden bridges that surround the stump that serves as the bandits' hideout, and takes you onward.
As we're going, I would just want to ask a question to the party, or I guess to Cedric specifically.
You have a couple of hours while you're going there.
Cedric, I know I was being grandiose and verbose, and I was obviously being boastful on purpose and hyperbolic, but I was just trying to take an evil thug gang and make them not an evil thug gang. But then, why was that a bad idea? Obviously the moral test was dumb, but that was just a first thought. But I don't think that turning a bad gang into a good gang is inherently a bad idea.
Such thing as a good gang.
Steal from the rich, give to the poor?
You're saying to a wealthy man.
Well, no, obviously not all rich, but okay, example. We know Bavlorna's bad, so the gang starts to steal from Bavlorna. We know we live in a world where there are evil wizards and good wizards. We live in a world, obviously, yes, evil and good are somewhat shades of gray, but there are also blacks and whites on the far outskirts of the shades of gray. So, you can't be oh, evil is body, but no, it's you can definitely, if you were going to be a serial killer, you could always kill other serial killers. You know what I mean?
I think if you were to enforce that, you'd have to stay with them.
Well, no, because it's like they are afraid of us, and if we caught them doing stuff...
Listen if you left. Who's to say they would listen?
Yeah, well, you don't know. I agree with that. You don't know. But I think it was worth trying. Like, right now, we don't know what Agnon's going to do either, but we let him go.
I'm worried about him.
I wouldn't exactly call that letting him go.
We gave him
We're
something
giving him
to
a
think about
sporting
at least.
chance.
That was both y'all at once. Shannon, you go.
We gave him something to think about at least.
And Wyatt, you go.
I would say it was more like we giving him a sporting chance.
Kudana wanted his blood. I spared his life.
Oh, yeah, that I get completely.
Cedric, you hear in the back of your head, and you are eager to please. I like that in the subject.
Cedric closes his eyes, taking a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. As he's still at 1 HP, so he's not actually doing the best right now.
You hear from behind you in the skiff, Terrence says, "You guys are a cheery bunch, huh?"
It's an off day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, it was kind of your fault.
Not even kind of, just wholly.
Now you're at 6.
I mean,
Oh.
it wasn't my personal fault. Like, come on, cut us some slack.
Fine, your group's fault.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd call it Bethlora's fault, but like, I guess Agdon did decide to take that pact with her and all, so...
Yeah.
Part of me is sad I didn't flat out kill him, because I would have gotten health back.
Oh.
You know what, Cedric? Actually take how much health you would have gotten from killing Agdon back.
Oh, cool.
Because you did make an offering to Kudana still, so I will give you that.
First target dies, you gain hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma. Not much, but 4 is still good.
Hey, that's 4 more. That is literally 5 times as much HP as you had before.
One thing, if you had killed him, Amara and Cedric would have had words. They're probably still gonna have words, but it would be worse words.
So, have you guys been to Downfall before?
No?
We're out of towners.
Yeah, I can tell that. Watch out for the bullywogs. They have, like, really weird ideas about etiquette and stuff.
Like what?
They fancy themselves nobility and royalty and all that. So, address them with respect. They all got titles like Sir Duke Saki Bottom or Lord Wart Fuck, or not that, obviously, but like stuff like that, you know?
But if we just call him Sir or Madame, that'll just cover it?
I'd say Lord and Lady.
Lord and Lady.
Better.
Everybody,
Yeah,
even like the low ones?
I would honestly, no. If you see somebody in like guard armor,
Yeah.
don't call them Lord and Lady, because then the lords and ladies will get upset that
Yeah.
you were giving the same respect to guards. So like, just be careful. Like, watch your step.
Mhm.
Eggshells, you know.
I don't think we're gonna have difficulty on that one.
Cool.
But I appreciate the heads up.
Yeah, I want to be helpful so that your friend here doesn't set me on fire. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just like an enjoy of that at all times. And the party is going to continue onward. Terrence takes you in the skiff, and we're going to get a quick look before the session ends at your next destination of Downfall.
Get all those frog heads.
Oh my god.
You are starting here. This is a big map. And you are being taken to the village of Bullywogs in Downfall.
That's a big tree.
And friends, we are going to end the session here. See y'all next time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight.